Have you ever wondered why people do the things they do? The little quirks, the unspoken thoughts, the emotions that drive actions. Human nature is like a puzzle, endlessly fascinating yet deeply complex. And here's the kicker. Most of us spend so much time looking outward, trying to decode others, that we forget to turn the lens inward. But what if the key to understanding people lies in first understanding yourself? This journey isn't about surface-level insights or shallow self-help tips. It's about uncovering profound truths that have been hidden in plain sight. Truths that can transform how you think, feel, and interact with the world. These truths are rooted in the human mind, its strengths, its vulnerabilities, and its potential for greatness. Think about it. Every word you speak, every decision you make, and even the way you carry yourself sends ripples into the world. But how often do you pause to reflect on why you do what you do? What shapes your confidence or your insecurities? What draws you towards certain people while others leave you feeling drained? These questions aren't just interesting, they hold the power to change your life. Take a moment to consider this. Some of the most powerful shifts in life start not with grand actions, but with simple awareness. When you understand the psychological forces at play within yourself and others, you gain an incredible edge. You stop being controlled by emotions and start using them as tools. You stop reacting to life and start responding with intention. This is where the teachings of Stoicism meet modern psychology, offering timeless wisdom to navigate the complexities of the human mind. What if the challenges you face aren't obstacles, but opportunities in disguise? What if the self-doubt that creeps in during quiet moments isn't a weakness, but a reminder of your untapped strength? The truth is, the human mind is both fragile and formidable, a paradox that gives you immense power when you learn how to harness it. The beauty of this journey is its accessibility. You don't need to be a philosopher or a psychologist to apply these lessons. You only need a willingness to reflect and the courage to change. These insights aren't reserved for the brilliant or the bold. They're for anyone who's ready to understand themselves and others more deeply. And that includes you. You may be thinking, why does this matter? Here's why. Understanding the psychology of people, including yourself, doesn't just make life easier, it makes life richer. It helps you build stronger relationships, handle conflict with grace, and face life's uncertainties with resilience. It gives you the ability to read between the lines, to see what others miss, and to navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose. But this isn't about becoming a master manipulator or trying to outsmart others. It's about cultivating genuine connections and aligning your actions with your values. It's about recognizing the power of your thoughts and emotions while learning not to be ruled by them. It's about walking through life with a sense of calm confidence, knowing you're grounded in something deeper than fleeting feelings or external validation. Here's the truth. Life isn't always fair, and people aren't always easy to understand. You'll encounter moments that test your patience, situations that challenge your beliefs, and individuals who seem impossible to deal with. But in those moments, your understanding of human psychology becomes your greatest ally. It gives you the tools to stay steady when others waver, to see solutions where others see problems, and to rise above the chaos that often defines our world. This journey also invites you to look inward with compassion. Too often, we're our own harshest critics, quick to judge ourselves for not being enough, smart enough, successful enough, attractive enough. But what if you could approach yourself with the same understanding you seek to extend to others? What if you could embrace your imperfections not as flaws, but as part of your humanity? This isn't about lowering the bar. It's about recognizing that growth starts with acceptance. And let's talk about resilience for a moment. Life has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect them. heartbreak, failure, uncertainty. These moments can feel overwhelming, even paralyzing. But when you have a strong foundation of psychological insight and a Stoic mindset, you realize that your greatest strength lies not in avoiding hardship, but in how you respond to it. You learn to face challenges with grace, to extract lessons from pain, and to emerge stronger on the other side. This isn't just about the big moments either. It's about the little, everyday choices that shape your life over time. The words you choose when speaking to a loved one, the way you respond to a frustrating situation, the thoughts you allow to take root in your mind. These small decisions, repeated daily, are what ultimately define your character and your happiness. It's easy to get caught up in what others think of you, but here's a truth worth holding on to. Most people are far more focused on their own insecurities than they are on yours. When you realize this, it frees you to stop seeking approval and start living authentically. It frees you to focus on what truly matters, your values, your growth, and the impact you leave on the world. And speaking of impact, consider this. Every interaction you have is an opportunity to uplift, inspire, or connect. Your words can heal or harm, your actions can build bridges or burn them. Understanding the psychology of people equips you to choose the former, to be a force for good in a world that desperately needs it. So, as you step into this exploration of the human mind, know that you're embarking on something powerful. You're not just learning about people, you're learning about life. You're gaining insights that will help you navigate relationships, build resilience, and approach challenges with wisdom and strength. And in doing so, you're stepping into a version of yourself that's more aware, more grounded, and more capable of living fully. This isn't just knowledge, it's transformation. It's the kind of shift that ripples through every area of your life, from how you handle conflict to how you pursue your goals. It's about becoming the kind of person who faces life's ups and downs with calm, clarity, and confidence. As you move forward, keep this in mind. Growth isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about taking one step at a time, learning from each moment, and embracing the journey with an open heart. Because at the end of the day, the most profound truths about people aren't just meant to be understood, they're meant to be lived. And when you start living them, you'll find that the world and your place in it becomes a little brighter. The way you perceive yourself shapes every interaction, every connection, and every moment of self-reflection. It's a lens through which you see the world. But here's the catch. That lens is often distorted. Studies reveal that we are far more critical of ourselves than others are of us. While you focus on flaws, others notice strengths. While you agonize over imperfections, others see qualities that you've dismissed or forgotten. This gap between how you view yourself and how others perceive you holds the key to unlocking deeper confidence and connection. What if this difference could work in your favor? Understanding this phenomenon, rooted in psychology and self-awareness, can help you bridge the divide between perception and reality. The result isn't arrogance, but a grounded, stoic confidence, a clarity that aligns your inner self with the version of you that the world already sees and admires. The human mind is wired to scan for imperfections, especially in ourselves. This self-critical tendency evolved as a survival mechanism, ensuring we corrected errors and avoided risks. But in today's world, this mechanism can backfire. Instead of protecting us, it creates a harsh inner dialogue. While constructive self-awareness is essential for growth, the problem arises when this scrutiny blinds us to our own worth. Psychology reveals that others view us through a different lens, one shaped by context, emotional resonance, and positive associations. When someone interacts with you, they don't zoom in on the details you criticize in the mirror. Instead, they see how you make them feel, the energy you bring, and the qualities you embody. This isn't superficial, it's a deeper truth about human connection. Confidence, authenticity, and warmth leave stronger impressions than physical attributes ever could. Take the concept of the 20% more attractive illusion. Research has shown that people consistently rate others as more attractive than they rate themselves. This isn't just about appearance, it's about how others interpret your presence. Your expressions, tone, and demeanor all contribute to an overall impression that you often fail to recognize. This gap between self-perception and external perception isn't a flaw, it's an opportunity. Stoicism offers profound guidance in navigating this space between how you see yourself and how others see you. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. When applied to self-perception, this means shifting your focus from external validation to internal alignment. Instead of fixating on how others perceive you, ask yourself if your actions, values, and intentions align with the person you strive to be. When you embody integrity and authenticity, the way others perceive you naturally improves. The illusion of attractiveness isn't about physical traits alone, it's deeply tied to confidence. Confidence, in its true form, isn't about thinking you're better than others. It's about knowing you're enough. It's about carrying yourself with quiet assurance, rooted in the understanding that your worth isn't up for debate. This kind of confidence is magnetic because it's rare. Most people are caught up in their insecurities, so when they encounter someone who's self-assured, it stands out. This doesn't mean pretending to be confident. It means cultivating a sense of self grounded in reality and guided by Stoic principles. The way you carry yourself matters more than you might think. Posture, eye contact, and the way you speak all communicate subtle cues about your self-perception. When you stand tall and meet someone's gaze, you convey confidence. When you speak with clarity and purpose, you show self-respect. These behaviors not only influence how others see you, but also reinforce how you see yourself. The mind and body are deeply interconnected, and by consciously adopting confident behaviors, you can shift your internal narrative. Social interactions are often mirrors. When you project confidence, others respond positively, which reinforces your self-perception. But this isn't about seeking approval. It's about creating a feedback loop of self-assurance. Stoic philosophy reminds us that we cannot control others' opinions, but we can control how we present ourselves. This self-mastery creates a ripple effect, shaping how others perceive us in return. Another layer to this phenomenon lies in emotional resonance. People are drawn to those who make them feel seen, heard, and valued. This isn't about being a people pleaser, it's about fostering genuine connections. When you engage with others from a place of curiosity and respect, you create moments of connection that linger in their minds. These moments define how they see you, not the small flaws you obsess over. The Stoics believed in the power of reflection. By regularly assessing your thoughts and actions, you can identify areas where your self-perception may be clouded. Journaling, for example, is a powerful tool for this. Write about your strengths, the compliments you've received, and the impact you've had on others. This isn't vanity, it's clarity. By acknowledging your positive traits, you balance out the negativity bias that skews your self-image. It's also crucial to challenge the stories you tell yourself. If you believe you're not good enough, your mind will seek evidence to support that belief, ignoring evidence to the contrary. This is known as confirmation bias. The Stoic practice of examining your beliefs can help you break free from this cycle. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Does it align with the person I want to become? By questioning your inner dialogue, you take control of your narrative. Comparison is another trap that distorts self-perception. In a world dominated by social media, it's easy to fall into the habit of measuring yourself against others. But the images you see are curated, filtered versions of reality. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own path, measuring success by our values rather than external benchmarks. When you stop comparing, you free yourself to appreciate your unique qualities. The gap between how you see yourself and how others see you also reveals a hidden strength, the ability to redefine your identity. You're not bound by your past or the limitations you've placed on yourself. Every interaction is an opportunity to present the best version of you. This isn't about being fake. It's about choosing to grow, adapt, and evolve. As the Stoics emphasized, we are shaped by our actions, not our labels. One of the most empowering realizations is that self-perception is fluid. The person you were yesterday doesn't have to define the person you are today. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you can shift your focus from self-criticism to self-improvement. Instead of dwelling on what you lack, channel your energy into what you can build. Authenticity is at the heart of aligning your inner and outer image. People are naturally drawn to those who are genuine. When you embrace your imperfections, you give others permission to do the same. This creates a sense of trust and connection that goes far beyond surface-level interactions. Stoicism teaches us to value character over appearance, reminding us that true beauty lies in how we treat others and live our values. One of the most liberating aspects of Stoic philosophy is its emphasis on accepting what you cannot control. You can't force others to see you a certain way, but you can ensure that the version of you they encounter is authentic and intentional. By focusing on your actions and mindset, you create a foundation of self-respect that shines through in every interaction. Self-perception isn't just about how you see yourself, it's about how you allow others to see you. When you carry yourself with integrity, communicate with kindness, and act with purpose, you create a legacy of respect and admiration. This legacy isn't built on perfection, but on the quiet strength of living authentically. At the core of this journey is the realization that you are enough, just as you are. This doesn't mean settling for mediocrity. It means recognizing your inherent worth while striving for growth. When you embrace this balance, you step into a version of yourself that is confident, grounded, and deeply connected to the world around you. The way others perceive you is a reflection of the energy you project. By aligning your inner self with your outward actions, you create a harmony that resonates with those around you. This harmony isn't about seeking validation, it's about living with clarity and purpose. In the end, the 20% more attractive illusion isn't about vanity or superficiality. It's a reminder that you are often your own harshest critic. Others see qualities in you that you overlook, and by embracing this truth, you can step into a more confident and connected version of yourself. Through self-awareness, Stoic reflection, and intentional action, you bridge the gap between perception and reality, unlocking the power to live fully and authentically. The way you present yourself to the world influences not only how others see you, but also how you feel within. At the heart of this presentation lies something deceptively simple, yet profoundly powerful: your smile. It's more than an expression. It's a bridge, a signal, and a tool that shapes the emotional atmosphere around you. A smile has the potential to change the energy of a room, uplift a weary spirit, and even transform your own state of mind. Yet, its true impact often goes unnoticed, overshadowed by the complexity of emotions and interactions. A smile holds a unique place in human psychology. It's universal, crossing language and cultural barriers with ease. Unlike spoken words, which can be misunderstood or lost in translation, A smile communicates directly with the emotional centers of the brain. Studies reveal that even seeing a smile triggers activity in the reward centers of our brain, releasing feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. This means that your smile isn't just a reflection of happiness, it's a creator of it. What makes a smile even more fascinating is how it bridges the gap between our internal state and external interactions. When you smile, your body releases endorphins, often called the body's natural painkillers. This is why even a forced smile can lead to a subtle improvement in mood. The mind and body are so closely linked that your facial expressions can influence how you feel, which in turn shapes how you approach challenges and relationships. The connection between smiling and emotional resilience is where Stoicism plays a vital role. Stoics, who emphasized the importance of mastering one's internal state, understood the power of outward actions in shaping inner experiences. To them, a serene expression was not about suppressing emotions, but cultivating calmness in the face of life's ups and downs. A smile, whether shared with others or held gently for yourself, becomes a small yet significant act of defiance against negativity. It says, "Without words, I choose how I respond." On a physiological level, smiling activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for calming the body and mind. This is why a smile can diffuse tension during difficult moments. It sends signals to your brain that everything is okay, even when stress or fear threatens to take over. The Stoics recognized the value of these moments of control. By practicing small acts of mastery, like choosing to smile when frustration arises, you can reclaim a sense of agency over your emotions. Smiling also fosters connection. Humans are hardwired to respond positively to this expression, interpreting it as a sign of safety and approachability. When you smile at someone, it often triggers a reciprocal smile, creating a moment of shared positivity. This mutual exchange strengthens bonds, whether between strangers or close companions. In essence, a smile says, "I acknowledge you, I see you." This simple gesture builds trust and goodwill, which are essential for meaningful relationships. What makes this even more remarkable is how smiling works as a feedback loop. When you smile, you don't just influence others, you also influence yourself. The act of smiling prompts the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This makes you feel more connected, not just to others, but to your own sense of well-being. It's a self-reinforcing cycle. Smile, feel better, connect more deeply, and repeat. The Stoic perspective on joy aligns seamlessly with this understanding of smiling. Joy, for the Stoics, was not a fleeting emotion dependent on external circumstances, but a deep, steady contentment rooted in virtue and perspective. A smile, then, becomes a physical expression of this inner state. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to face life with an attitude of gratitude and resilience. Consider the impact of smiling during adversity. It might feel counterintuitive to smile when things go wrong, yet this is when it holds the most power. A smile doesn't erase problems, but it shifts your mindset. It reminds you that challenges are temporary and that your ability to navigate them lies within your control. By smiling through struggle, you reinforce your strength, signaling to yourself and others that you are grounded and capable. The psychological effects of smiling extend beyond the immediate moment. Regularly engaging in this simple act can lead to long-term benefits, including reduced stress, improved relationships, and greater emotional resilience. Studies show that people who smile more often report higher levels of satisfaction and optimism. This isn't because their lives are inherently easier, it's because they approach life with a mindset that invites positivity. Smiling also has the power to counteract negativity bias. the brain's tendency to focus on problems and threats. This bias, though helpful for survival, can lead to unnecessary stress in modern life. Smiling interrupts this cycle, redirecting your attention to what's good and beautiful in the present moment. By pairing this practice with Stoic mindfulness, you can train your mind to seek balance, recognizing challenges without being overwhelmed by them. In social settings, smiling acts as a catalyst for harmony. It diffuses tension, smooths over misunderstandings, and fosters cooperation. Leaders who smile are often perceived as more approachable and trustworthy, which inspires loyalty and collaboration. This isn't about manipulation. It's about creating an environment where people feel valued and understood. Stoic leaders, who prioritized wisdom and fairness, understood the importance of setting the tone for those around them. A smile can be the spark that ignites a sense of unity. There's also a subtle yet profound connection between smiling and gratitude. When you reflect on what you're grateful for, a smile often arises naturally. This expression becomes a bridge between thought and feeling, reinforcing your sense of appreciation. Gratitude and smiling, when practiced together, create a cycle of positivity that strengthens emotional well-being. Smiling is not about denying reality or ignoring pain. It's about acknowledging life's challenges while choosing not to be consumed by them. It's a reminder that joy can coexist with difficulty, that light can persist even in the shadows. This duality is at the heart of Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to embrace life as it is, without resistance or despair. In relationships, a smile can be transformative. It softens conflicts, expresses empathy, and conveys affection in ways words often cannot. When someone is upset, a sincere smile can say, "I'm here for you," without dismissing their feelings. It creates a space for healing and understanding, fostering deeper connections. For yourself, smiling is an act of self-compassion. It's a way of treating yourself with kindness, especially when self-doubt or criticism arises. By smiling, you remind yourself that you are deserving of care and patience just as much as anyone else. This small gesture can shift your internal dialogue, making room for growth and acceptance. Smiling is also an act of presence. It anchors you in the moment, drawing your attention away from regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. When you smile, you align your body and mind with the here and now, which is the only space where life truly unfolds. This alignment is a cornerstone of Stoic practice, emphasizing the power of living fully in the present. As you move through life, the power of a smile lies not just in its ability to influence others, but in its capacity to transform you. It's a tool, a choice, and a reflection of your inner strength. By understanding the science and philosophy behind smiling, you unlock its potential to bring joy, resilience, and connection into your world. In the end, a smile is more than an expression, it's a declaration. It says, "I choose to engage with life on my terms, with grace and gratitude." It's a reminder that even in the face of uncertainty, you hold the power to shape your experience. And that power, as simple as it may seem, can make all the difference. A smile, as simple as it is powerful, reminds us of the fleeting beauty in life's present moments. But what happens when the present moment fades, replaced by a longing for what once was? Nostalgia, that bittersweet pull of memory, can bring warmth or weigh us down, depending on how we approach it. It tugs at the heart, offering both comfort and a subtle ache, reminding us of what we've gained, lost, or perhaps never fully appreciated. Nostalgia is not just a recollection, it's a bridge between past and present, one that can guide us or trap us. How we navigate this bridge determines whether it enriches our lives or steals our focus from the now. Nostalgia is a universal experience, deeply rooted in the human psyche. It often arises unbidden, a familiar scent, a long-forgotten song, or a photograph tucked away in a drawer. These moments can evoke feelings of joy and connection, reminding us of times when life seemed simpler or more meaningful. Psychologists suggest that nostalgia is a coping mechanism, a way for the mind to anchor itself during times of change or uncertainty. By revisiting fond memories, we reaffirm a sense of continuity in our lives, drawing strength from the past to face the present. But nostalgia is a double-edged sword. While it can provide comfort, it also holds the potential to distract us from living fully. Clinging to the past, no matter how golden it appears, can lead to dissatisfaction with the present and fear of the future. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism comes into play, offering a balanced approach to engaging with memories without becoming entangled in them. The Stoics taught that while the past shapes us, it should not define us. Instead, they emphasized mindfulness, anchoring ourselves in the present moment while appreciating the lessons and beauty of what came before. The psychological phenomenon of nostalgia is fascinating because it's not just a passive recollection, but an active emotional process. When we feel nostalgic, we're not merely remembering events. We're re-experiencing them with the emotional weight they carried. This re-experiencing can amplify both joy and sorrow. A cherished memory might bring warmth, but can also highlight what we feel is missing now. Nostalgia, then, is less about the past itself, and more about how we interpret it through the lens of the present. Stoicism provides a framework for understanding this interpretation. It teaches us to approach memories with gratitude rather than longing, to see them as gifts rather than gaps. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the importance of accepting life as it is, not as we wish it to be. Applying this perspective to nostalgia means acknowledging the value of the past while resisting the urge to idealize it. The past, after all, is not a place we can return to. It is a series of moments that shaped the person we are today. To live beyond memories does not mean to forget them. Instead, it means integrating them into our present lives in a way that adds richness without overshadowing our current experiences. This requires a practice of mindfulness, where we consciously engage with memories without losing sight of the here and now. For example, when a nostalgic memory surfaces, pause to appreciate it for what it is, a testament to the beauty or significance of a particular moment in time. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for having experienced it, but avoid the trap of wishing to relive it. Another essential Stoic principle relevant to nostalgia is the acceptance of impermanence. Everything in life is transient, from the seasons to relationships to our own existence. This impermanence gives life its poignancy, making each moment precious. When viewed through this lens, nostalgia becomes a reminder not of what's lost, but of what was cherished. It urges us to create meaningful moments now, knowing they too will one day become memories. Nostalgia can also reveal unmet needs or desires, serving as a guide for self-awareness. If you find yourself longing for a specific time or experience, ask yourself what it represents. Perhaps it's a sense of connection, freedom, or purpose that you feel is missing in your current life. By identifying these underlying emotions, you can take actionable steps to cultivate them in the present rather than yearning for their past manifestations. This aligns with the Stoic practice of focusing on what is within your control and letting go of what is not. The role of gratitude in managing nostalgia cannot be overstated. Gratitude shifts the focus from lack to abundance, from longing to appreciation. When you reflect on a happy memory, instead of lamenting its passing, express gratitude for having lived it. This mental shift transforms nostalgia from a source of sorrow into a wellspring of joy and resilience. Gratitude also reinforces the Stoic belief that contentment comes not from external circumstances, but from how we perceive and respond to them. Nostalgia often carries with it an illusion of perfection. The past, viewed through the selective lens of memory, can appear far rosier than it actually was. This is because our minds naturally filter out the mundane or unpleasant aspects of past experiences, leaving us with an idealized version. Recognizing this cognitive bias is crucial for maintaining a balanced perspective. The Stoics encouraged us to seek truth and clarity, and part of that truth lies in acknowledging that the past was neither entirely good nor entirely bad. It was simply life in all its complexity. There is also a social dimension to nostalgia. Shared memories often strengthen bonds between people, creating a sense of continuity and belonging. Reflecting on past experiences with loved ones can deepen connections and provide a shared sense of identity. However, it's essential to use these moments as a foundation for building present relationships, not as a refuge from the challenges of the here and now. Stoic wisdom reminds us that relationships thrive when rooted in mutual presence and engagement, not just shared history. In navigating nostalgia, it's helpful to create rituals of reflection. This could be as simple as setting aside time to look through old photographs or journaling about meaningful experiences. The key is to engage with the past intentionally, not as an escape, but as a source of insight and inspiration. By doing so, you can honor your memories without being ruled by them, allowing them to enrich your present life rather than overshadow it. The Stoic approach to nostalgia also involves cultivating resilience. Life is a series of transitions, and with each change comes the potential for nostalgia to surface. Resilience means embracing these transitions with grace, knowing that they are an inherent part of the human experience. It's about finding strength in the knowledge that every ending carries within it the seed of a new beginning. Nostalgia, when approached mindfully, can be a powerful teacher. It shows us what we value, what we miss, and what we want to carry forward into the future. By integrating Stoic principles into our engagement with nostalgia, we can transform it from a source of longing into a tool for growth and gratitude. This transformation allows us to live fully, not in the shadow of what was, but in the light of what is and what can be. Reflecting on memories teaches us the value of presence, showing us how the past shapes who we are today. But as we anchor ourselves in the now, another aspect of our identity comes into focus: the way we present ourselves to the world. What you choose to wear each day is more than just a practical decision. It is a reflection of how you feel, who you are, and how you wish to interact with the world around you. Clothing isn't merely fabric. It's communication, an unspoken language that impacts both your internal state and the perception of others. The psychology of clothing goes deeper than trends or personal style. Research has shown that the clothes you wear influence your mood, confidence, and even cognitive performance. This phenomenon, known as enclothed cognition, highlights the link between attire and mindset. For example, wearing formal attire can increase feelings of competence and authority, while casual clothing may encourage relaxation and approachability. The choices you make about what to wear, therefore, shape not only how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. Clothing has a unique ability to affect your mental state. A well-chosen outfit can lift your spirits on a challenging day, or give you the courage to tackle a daunting task. Conversely, wearing something that doesn't align with your sense of self can leave you feeling disconnected or unsettled. This is where Stoic discipline offers profound insights. Stoicism emphasizes living with intention, focusing on what truly matters while letting go of distractions. Applying this principle to your wardrobe means curating choices that reflect your values, and bring a sense of alignment between your inner and outer worlds. One of the key psychological effects of clothing lies in its capacity to influence how you carry yourself. When you wear something that makes you feel confident and authentic, your posture improves, your demeanor shifts, and you project an energy that others can sense. This isn't vanity. It's an acknowledgement of the interplay between mind and body. The Stoics often spoke of the importance of cultivating dignity in how we present ourselves, not for external validation, but as an expression of self-respect. The role of authenticity in clothing choices cannot be overstated. Authenticity means choosing attire that resonates with who you are, rather than simply following trends or conforming to external expectations. This doesn't mean rejecting fashion or creativity. It means selecting pieces that align with your identity and values. When your clothing reflects your true self, you create a harmonious connection between your inner emotions and outward appearance, which fosters a sense of peace and confidence. Another significant aspect of clothing psychology is how it impacts social perception. Studies have shown that first impressions are often shaped within seconds, and attire plays a critical role in this process. The colors, textures, and styles you choose send subconscious signals to others about your personality, mood, and intentions. For instance, darker, structured clothing may convey professionalism and authority, while softer fabrics and lighter tones may suggest warmth and approachability. By understanding this dynamic, you can use clothing as a tool to communicate effectively without saying a word. The Stoic approach to dressing involves simplicity and intentionality. Simplicity doesn't mean sacrificing style or quality. Rather, it means avoiding excess and focusing on what serves a purpose. The Roman Stoic Seneca believed in living within one's means and rejecting unnecessary luxuries, a philosophy that can easily be applied to modern wardrobes. Choosing timeless, versatile pieces over fleeting trends not only saves time and resources, but also reduces decision fatigue, allowing you to direct your energy toward more meaningful pursuits. Clothing also plays a role in cultivating emotional resilience. On days when you feel less than your best, putting effort into your appearance can serve as an act of self-care. Dressing in a way that reflects the person you aspire to be, even when your mood is low, sends a powerful message to your subconscious. You are worthy of care and attention, regardless of how you feel. This small but impactful choice aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on actions within your control. The connection between clothing and mood extends to the colors and textures you wear. Bright, vibrant colors can evoke feelings of joy and energy, while softer, muted tones may create a sense of calm. Similarly, the textures of fabrics, whether smooth, soft, or structured, can influence your sensory experience, subtly shaping your emotional state. By being mindful of these elements, you can use clothing to support your well-being and emotional balance. Clothing also serves as a form of expression, allowing you to communicate aspects of your identity without words. This form of non-verbal communication is particularly important in social and professional settings, where attire often signals respect for the occasion and consideration for others. Dressing thoughtfully shows an awareness of context and an understanding of the impact your presence has on those around you. The intersection of clothing and Stoic discipline becomes especially evident when we consider the principle of focusing on what truly matters. In a consumer-driven world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by the endless options and pressures to keep up with trends. Stoicism encourages a shift in perspective. Instead of accumulating more, focus on acquiring what serves a purpose and brings genuine value to your life. A curated wardrobe, built on this principle, reflects not only your personal style, but also your priorities and values. Another dimension of clothing psychology is the concept of uniforms, outfits that serve as a consistent representation of who you are. While this doesn't mean literally wearing the same thing every day, it involves developing a signature style that simplifies decision-making and reinforces your identity. Many successful individuals adopt this approach, choosing clothing that reflects their goals and values while minimizing the mental effort of daily outfit selection. The transformative power of clothing lies not in its cost or brand, but in its alignment with your sense of self. A garment that resonates with your identity can feel empowering, while one that feels out of place can create discomfort or insecurity. This is why intentionality matters. Choosing clothing that supports your confidence and peace of mind is an act of self-respect that aligns with Stoic teachings on living with purpose. The practical benefits of dressing with intention extend to efficiency and sustainability. A thoughtfully curated wardrobe reduces clutter, saves time, and minimizes waste, aligning with the Stoic value of living in harmony with nature. By choosing quality over quantity and prioritizing durability, you contribute to a more sustainable world while simplifying your own life. Clothing also holds cultural and symbolic significance, influencing how we connect with others. Traditional attire, for instance, often carries deep meaning, reflecting history, values, and identity. Respecting and embracing these elements can enhance your understanding of yourself and others, fostering a sense of connection and belonging. In this way, clothing becomes not just an individual statement, but a bridge to shared experiences. The Stoic approach to clothing encourages mindfulness not only in what you wear, but in how you wear it. Wearing your chosen attire with confidence and gratitude reinforces a sense of presence and purpose. This mindset transforms the act of dressing from a routine task into a meaningful practice, one that reflects your values and supports your well-being. Ultimately, the psychology of clothing and Stoic discipline converge in the pursuit of authenticity, confidence, and peace. By understanding the impact of your attire on your mood and perception, and by making choices rooted in intention and self-awareness, you create a powerful alignment between your inner and outer worlds. This harmony not only enhances your self-confidence, but also fosters deeper connections with others, allowing you to navigate life with clarity and grace. The way we present ourselves to the world, including through the clothes we wear, shapes our sense of confidence and identity. Yet, even when we align our outer appearance with our inner values, another challenge often surfaces: our thoughts. It's easy to focus outward, refining how we interact with others. But what happens when someone occupies our mind so completely that it feels impossible to break free? Overthinking about a person can drain energy, cloud judgment, and leave us trapped in a cycle of emotional turmoil. Why does this happen, and how can we break the pattern? The answers lie in understanding the mind's tendencies and applying Stoic principles to regain emotional clarity and control. Overthinking is a natural yet counterproductive habit. The human brain, designed to solve problems and anticipate outcomes, often gets caught in loops when it encounters uncertainty or emotional intensity. When this involves a person, perhaps someone we admire, miss, or feel conflicted about, the cycle deepens. Thoughts of their actions, words, or perceived judgments replay endlessly, creating a mental storm. This happens because our minds seek resolution, clarity, or connection, but the constant rumination rarely provides the answers we seek. Psychologically, overthinking about someone is tied to emotional attachment. Whether it's rooted in admiration, love, or unresolved conflict, the attachment creates a feedback loop where the more we think about the person, the more significant they become in our mental landscape. This often happens without conscious choice, driven instead by our brain's desire for closure or understanding. The problem arises when these thoughts begin to dominate our mental space, affecting our focus, relationships, and emotional well-being. Stoicism offers a powerful framework for addressing this issue. At its core, Stoic philosophy emphasizes control over one's internal state while accepting external realities. When applied to overthinking, this means recognizing the limits of your influence over another person and focusing instead on your own thoughts and actions. The first step is acknowledging that you cannot control someone else's behavior, thoughts, or feelings. This realization may feel uncomfortable, but it is also liberating. By letting go of the need to control the uncontrollable, you reclaim your mental energy. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of living in the present moment. Overthinking often pulls us into the past, replaying conversations or events, or into the future, imagining scenarios that may never occur. This fixation on what was or what could be distracts us from what is. By practicing mindfulness, a key Stoic principle, you can anchor yourself in the present. Techniques like focusing on your breath, engaging in a meaningful activity, or even repeating a grounding affirmation can help redirect your thoughts from the person occupying your mind back to the here and now. Another aspect of overthinking about someone stems from unmet emotional needs. Whether it's seeking closure, validation, or connection, the mind fixates on the person as a way of fulfilling those needs. Stoicism teaches us to turn inward rather than outward for fulfillment. Instead of relying on someone else to provide peace or resolution, focus on cultivating those qualities within yourself. This might involve journaling to explore your emotions, practicing gratitude for what you have, or engaging in self-care activities that nourish your sense of worth. A significant trigger for overthinking is the uncertainty of relationships, wondering how someone feels about you, why they acted a certain way, or whether things will improve. This uncertainty can feel unbearable, prompting the mind to search for answers it may never find. The Stoics remind us that uncertainty is an inherent part of life, and that resisting it only creates suffering. By accepting uncertainty as a natural state, you can reduce its grip on your thoughts. Instead of trying to resolve every unanswered question, focus on what you can know and do in the present. Another Stoic practice that helps counter overthinking is reframing. This involves shifting your perspective on the situation to see it in a more constructive light. For instance, if you're dwelling on someone's criticism, consider what you might learn from it rather than viewing it as a personal attack. If you're fixated on a lost connection, reflect on the positive memories and lessons that person brought into your life rather than the absence they've left. Reframing allows you to find meaning and growth in what might otherwise feel like a source of pain. Overthinking often intensifies when we internalize others' opinions or actions. Stoicism teaches us to separate our sense of self from external validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By focusing on your values, intentions, and integrity, you create a solid foundation that is less vulnerable to the actions or opinions of others. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback or relationships, but approaching them from a place of self-assurance rather than dependence. One practical way to break the cycle of overthinking is to set boundaries with your thoughts. When you notice your mind spiraling into repetitive patterns about someone, gently redirect your attention. This might involve engaging in an absorbing activity, practicing meditation, or even scheduling worry time to acknowledge your concerns without letting them consume your day. Stoicism emphasizes deliberate action, and setting mental boundaries is a way of exercising that control. Another layer to overthinking about someone involves the stories we tell ourselves. Often these stories are filled with assumptions, interpretations, or fears rather than facts. The Stoics encourage examining these narratives critically. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? Is it based on evidence or emotion? By questioning your thoughts, you can break free from the grip of assumptions and focus on what is real and actionable. Forgiveness, both of others and yourself, plays a vital role in freeing your mind. Holding on to resentment or regret keeps you tethered to the past, fueling the cycle of overthinking. Stoicism frames forgiveness not as condoning harmful actions, but as releasing the burden of carrying them. By forgiving, you create space for clarity and peace, allowing you to move forward without the weight of unresolved emotions. Another strategy is to shift your focus outward. Overthinking often arises from excessive inward focus on your emotions or the perceived actions of another person. Engaging in acts of kindness, connecting with friends, or immersing yourself in a creative project redirects your energy towards something constructive. Stoicism values contributing to the greater good, and by focusing on how you can serve others, you naturally diminish the hold of overthinking. A powerful Stoic tool for addressing overthinking is the dichotomy of control, the distinction between what is within your power and what is not. When you fixate on someone, much of what occupies your mind, how they feel, what they do, or whether they will change, falls outside your control. Shifting your attention to what you can influence, such as your reactions and choices, restores a sense of agency and reduces feelings of helplessness. Self-compassion is another critical element. Overthinking often comes with harsh self-criticism, blaming yourself for perceived mistakes or shortcomings in the relationship. Stoicism encourages treating yourself with kindness and patience, recognizing that you, like everyone else, are navigating life's challenges to the best of your ability. By extending compassion to yourself, you create an environment where healing and growth can occur. Gratitude provides a powerful counterbalance to overthinking. When you focus on what you appreciate, whether it's a supportive friend, a meaningful experience, or a personal achievement, you shift your attention from what's missing to what's present. Gratitude aligns with the Stoic principle of valuing what you have rather than longing for what you don't, fostering a mindset of abundance and peace. Through understanding the psychological patterns of overthinking and applying Stoic practices like mindfulness, reframing, and the dichotomy of control, you can reclaim your mental clarity. This journey isn't about suppressing emotions or ignoring relationships, but finding a balanced way to engage with them without losing yourself. By cultivating inner resilience and focusing on what truly matters, you create the freedom to live fully, unburdened by the weight of overthinking. Breaking free from the cycle of overthinking grants clarity and emotional freedom, yet it also reveals a deeper question. What kind of person do you want to be when life tests your limits? True strength is not about being unshakable on the surface. It's about the depth of your character, the unseen layers of resilience, integrity, and discipline that allow you to weather storms with grace. Weakness, on the other hand, often masquerades as strength, hidden behind defensiveness, volatility, or false bravado. Differentiating between the two and cultivating a truly resilient character requires more than fleeting effort. It demands a disciplined approach rooted in wisdom, self-awareness, and action. True strength of character begins with self-mastery. It is not about controlling others or projecting dominance, but about managing your own emotions, impulses, and reactions. A strong person knows when to act and when to remain still, choosing responses that align with their values rather than being driven by fleeting emotions or external pressures. This self-mastery, central to Stoic philosophy, is the foundation of resilience. Without it, Strength becomes brittle, breaking under the weight of adversity or challenge. Weakness often hides behind the guise of volatility. When someone lashes out, deflects blame, or seeks to control others, it may appear powerful on the surface, but stems from insecurity or fear. Such behaviors reveal an inability to face internal struggles, relying instead on outward displays of force or manipulation to mask vulnerability. Stoicism teaches that real strength is quiet and deliberate, marked by composure and the courage to confront one's own flaws and limitations. Integrity is a cornerstone of true strength. Living with integrity means aligning your actions with your principles, even when it's inconvenient or challenging. It requires honesty with yourself and others, as well as the discipline to resist shortcuts or compromises that betray your values. People with weak character often prioritize convenience or self-interest over integrity, leading to instability and mistrust. By contrast, those with strong character build trust and respect, not only in their relationships, but also within themselves. Resilience is another defining trait of strong character. Life is filled with uncertainty and hardship, and how you respond to these moments reveals the depth of your strength. A resilient person doesn't deny pain or difficulty, but faces it with acceptance and determination. They adapt to change, learn from failure, and emerge stronger, guided by the Stoic belief that challenges are opportunities for growth. Weakness, in contrast, is marked by avoidance or denial, an unwillingness to confront reality, and a tendency to crumble under pressure. Self-discipline is the backbone of a strong character. It is the ability to act consistently with your values and goals, even when temptation or difficulty arises. This discipline extends to every area of life: how you manage your time, treat others, and care for yourself. Weakness often manifests as a lack of discipline, giving in to impulses, procrastination, or excuses that undermine growth. Cultivating discipline is not about perfection, but about persistence, showing up for yourself day after day with a commitment to improvement. A key element of strength is the ability to remain calm in the face of provocation. Anger, though often seen as a sign of power, is frequently a symptom of weakness, an inability to control emotional responses. The Stoics viewed anger as a destructive force, urging individuals to pause, reflect, and choose actions that align with reason rather than emotion. True strength lies in maintaining composure, even when others seek to provoke or unsettle you. This calmness not only preserves your energy, but also allows you to approach challenges with clarity and focus. Empathy and kindness, often overlooked as traits of strength, are integral to building resilience and strong character. A truly strong person recognizes the value of understanding others, offering support and compassion without seeking anything in return. This generosity of spirit comes from a place of inner security, contrasting sharply with the self-centeredness often found in weak character. Empathy requires vulnerability, the willingness to connect with others on a deep level, which, paradoxically, is a mark of great strength. Perspective is another hallmark of resilience. A strong character is able to see beyond immediate challenges, maintaining a long-term view that prioritizes growth and learning over short-term comfort or gratification. This perspective allows you to navigate setbacks with patience, understanding that failure is a natural part of progress. Weakness, by contrast, often fixates on the immediate, seeking to avoid discomfort or grasp at fleeting success without regard for its consequences. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what truly matters, cultivating a perspective that rises above trivial concerns and distractions. Another dimension of strong character is the ability to stand firm in the face of opposition or criticism. This doesn't mean being rigid or unwilling to change, but having the confidence to hold your ground when your values or principles are challenged. Weak character often seeks approval or validation, bending to external pressures rather than staying true to one's beliefs. The Stoics taught that the opinions of others should not dictate your actions, reminding us to act according to our own reasoned judgment rather than the shifting whims of society. A resilient character is also marked by humility, the recognition of your limitations and a willingness to learn from others. Humility is not weakness. It is an acknowledgement of the ongoing journey of growth and the understanding that strength is built through continuous effort and reflection. Weakness, on the other hand, often disguises itself as arrogance or an unwillingness to admit mistakes, creating a fragile facade that crumbles under scrutiny. Another critical aspect of strong character is the ability to forgive. Forgiveness requires letting go of resentment and bitterness, choosing instead to focus on what you can control and how you can move forward. This act of release demonstrates immense inner strength as it prioritizes peace over the need for retribution or validation. Weakness clings to grudges, allowing past wrongs to consume mental and emotional energy, creating a cycle of negativity that hinders growth. Authenticity is central to true strength. Living authentically means being honest about who you are, what you value, and what you stand for. It requires courage to show up as yourself, especially in a world that often rewards conformity. A strong character is rooted in authenticity, while weak character often seeks to please others or fit into societal expectations at the expense of personal integrity. The Stoics emphasized living in accordance with nature, which includes staying true to your own nature and purpose. Adaptability is another defining trait of strong character. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adjust to changing circumstances without losing your sense of self is a mark of resilience. This flexibility comes from a secure inner foundation, allowing you to bend without breaking. Weakness, by contrast, often manifests as rigidity or resistance to change, leading to unnecessary struggle and missed opportunities for growth. Gratitude is a quiet but powerful aspect of resilience. A strong character is able to find gratitude even in difficult circumstances, appreciating the lessons and opportunities that challenges bring. This mindset shifts the focus from what is lacking to what is present, fostering a sense of abundance and hope. Weakness often dwells on scarcity or injustice, perpetuating feelings of dissatisfaction and helplessness. The Stoic blueprint for building resilience offers a path to cultivating these qualities: self-mastery, integrity, discipline, empathy, perspective, humility, forgiveness, authenticity, adaptability, and gratitude. By embodying these traits, you create a character that is not only strong, but unshakable, capable of withstanding life's trials while remaining true to your values and purpose. True strength is not about being invulnerable. It is about embracing vulnerability with courage, facing challenges with grace, and living with unwavering commitment to what matters most. Building a strong character sets the foundation for resilience, integrity, and authenticity in every aspect of life. Yet even the strongest character can falter if the way we communicate lacks thoughtfulness and intention. Words carry immense weight. They can inspire trust, heal wounds, or ignite conflicts. How we use them shapes not only our relationships, but also the way others perceive and respond to us. Communication is an art, a tool, and a reflection of our inner discipline. To master it is to wield one of the most powerful forces in human connection. The Stoics understood that words are more than just sounds or symbols. They are vehicles of meaning, intention, and impact. Every word spoken has the potential to bridge gaps or deepen divides. This is why Stoic philosophy emphasizes mindfulness in speech. choosing words that align with reason, truth, and kindness. Communication, when guided by these principles, becomes a practice of harmony and purpose. At the core of mindful communication is the ability to listen. Listening isn't just about hearing, it's about being fully present and attentive to the speaker. When you listen with intention, you create a space where others feel valued and understood. This act of presence builds trust, the cornerstone of meaningful relationships. Stoicism teaches us to approach conversations with humility, setting aside preconceived judgments and focusing on what the other person is truly saying, not just what we expect to hear. The psychology of speech reveals that tone, timing, and context often matter more than the words themselves. A kind sentiment delivered with impatience or sarcasm can be misconstrued, while even criticism can be received with openness when expressed thoughtfully. Being mindful of how you speak, your tone, pacing, and body language ensures that your words are received as intended. The Stoic practice of self-awareness enhances this process, helping you recognize when emotions might cloud your communication and allowing you to recalibrate before speaking. Precision in language is another key element of effective communication. Misunderstandings often arise not from malice, but from ambiguity. Choosing words carefully ensures clarity, reducing the chances of misinterpretation. The Stoics valued truth and honesty, but they also understood the importance of delivering truth with sensitivity. A harsh truth, though accurate, can alienate. A well-considered truth, delivered with compassion, can enlighten. Mindful communication also involves recognizing the power of silence. Not every thought needs to be spoken, and not every conversation requires immediate response. Silence, when used intentionally, can create space for reflection, emphasize key points, or diffuse tension. The Stoics often practiced measured speech, choosing their moments to speak with care. This restraint is not about withholding, but about ensuring that what is said contributes meaningfully to the dialogue. Empathy is essential in building trust through words. Understanding the emotions and perspectives of others allows you to tailor your communication in a way that resonates. This doesn't mean abandoning your own views, but finding common ground where understanding can grow. Stoicism's emphasis on shared humanity reminds us that we are all navigating life's challenges, and our words can either lighten or add to the burdens of those around us. Constructive feedback is another area where mindful communication shines. Offering criticism or guidance requires balancing honesty with encouragement. The Stoics believed in using reason as a tool for growth, and this extends to how we help others improve. Feedback delivered with respect and genuine care fosters growth and strengthens relationships, while criticism rooted in anger or superiority breeds defensiveness and distance. Listening deeply also allows you to identify underlying emotions or concerns that may not be immediately apparent. Often, what people say is only the surface of what they mean. By paying attention to tone, pauses, and non-verbal cues, you can uncover the true essence of their message. This level of understanding, guided by Stoic mindfulness, elevates conversations from transactional exchanges to meaningful connections. Mindful communication also involves the practice of accountability. Owning your words, whether they lead to positive outcomes or unintended harm, demonstrates integrity. When miscommunication occurs, acknowledging and addressing it promptly strengthens trust. The Stoics taught that humility and responsibility are vital for personal growth, and this applies to the words we choose. Apologizing when necessary and learning from mistakes fosters stronger, more honest relationships. The way we communicate also reflects our inner state. Anger, frustration, or impatience often find their way into speech, even unintentionally. The Stoics emphasized emotional regulation, urging us to pause before reacting and to speak from a place of calm reason rather than heated emotion. This practice not only prevents harm, but also enhances your ability to be heard and respected. Another aspect of mindful communication is knowing when to let go. Not every disagreement needs resolution, and not every opinion requires defense. Choosing your battles wisely, guided by Stoic discernment, allows you to conserve energy for what truly matters. Letting go of the need to always be right or have the last word fosters peace and demonstrates emotional maturity. Communication is also deeply tied to intention. Before speaking, consider why you're saying what you're about to say. Is it to help, to connect, or to assert dominance? The Stoic practice of self-reflection can help you identify the motivations behind your words, ensuring they align with your values and contribute positively to the conversation. The words we use to speak to ourselves are just as important as those we use with others. Negative self-talk can seep into our external communication, influencing how we engage with the world. By practicing self-compassion and affirming your own worth, you cultivate a mindset that allows you to communicate with kindness and confidence. Stoicism reminds us that the relationship we have with ourselves sets the tone for all other relationships. Being mindful of cultural and contextual nuances in communication is another layer of Stoic wisdom. Words that carry positive connotations in one setting might be misunderstood in another. Adapting your language to the audience without compromising your authenticity demonstrates respect and awareness. This flexibility, rooted in the Stoic value of empathy, enhances your ability to connect across differences. Mindful communication also requires setting boundaries. Respecting your own emotional and mental limits ensures that you engage in conversations that are meaningful and respectful. This might mean stepping away from arguments that escalate unnecessarily, or declining to participate in gossip that serves no constructive purpose. The Stoics encouraged living in alignment with your values, and this extends to the conversations you choose to have. The ability to inspire through words is one of the most profound aspects of communication. A kind word, a thoughtful observation, or a shared insight can uplift and motivate others in ways you might not immediately see. Stoicism's focus on contributing to the greater good reminds us that our words have the power to create ripples of positivity, extending far beyond the immediate conversation. By integrating Stoic mindfulness into how you speak and listen, you transform communication into a tool for trust, understanding, and connection. Words, when chosen with care and intention, become more than expressions. They become bridges, creating pathways to deeper relationships and a more harmonious life. Communication shapes how we connect with others, but it's also a reflection of how we engage with the world within us. The conversations we have are not only external, they continue in our minds, influenced by the stories we tell ourselves and the content we consume. Fiction, media, and the narratives we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our emotions, perceptions, and choices. These stories can inspire growth or sow discontent, shape resilience or fuel anxiety. Understanding how our minds respond to these influences and how Stoic wisdom can guide us in discerning what we allow into our mental space is essential for cultivating clarity and balance. The human brain is naturally wired to engage with stories. From the earliest myths to modern-day media, narratives captivate us because they reflect fundamental truths about the human experience. Fiction allows us to explore different perspectives, imagine new possibilities, and experience emotions that might otherwise remain hidden. Yet this powerful connection can be a double-edged sword. While uplifting content can provide hope and insight, Harmful or overly idealized narratives can distort reality, creating unrealistic expectations or deepening dissatisfaction. Psychologically, the brain does not always differentiate between fiction and reality. When we engage with a story, whether it's a novel, film, or even a social media highlight reel, our neural pathways light up as if we are experiencing those events ourselves. This is why a compelling story can evoke tears, laughter, or fear. It also explains why repeated exposure to certain types of content can shape our beliefs, attitudes, and emotional responses. The Stoics understood this phenomenon long before neuroscience confirmed it. They warned against filling the mind with distractions or false impressions, urging instead a focus on truth and virtue. The influence of fiction extends beyond entertainment. Romanticized stories, for example, can create expectations about love and relationships that are unattainable in real life. Similarly, narratives of success and perfection, often curated on social media, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and comparison. These distortions erode emotional resilience, making it harder to accept life as it is. Stoicism offers an antidote by encouraging a grounding in reality. The Stoics emphasize the importance of seeing things clearly as they truly are, rather than through the lens of illusion or wishful thinking. To navigate the impact of content on emotions, the Stoics teach us to cultivate discernment. This begins with self-awareness, recognizing how different types of content make us feel and influence our thoughts. Do certain stories leave you inspired and energized, or do they trigger anxiety and self-doubt? By observing these patterns, you can make conscious choices about the narratives you engage with, aligning your consumption with your values and goals. One of the most effective ways to guard the mind is to prioritize content that uplifts and inspires. Stories of perseverance, kindness, and courage resonate deeply because they reflect the best aspects of humanity. These narratives not only entertain, but also remind us of our capacity for growth and goodness. The Stoics believed in seeking wisdom and virtue in all things, and this includes the stories we choose to consume. By focusing on content that aligns with these principles, we create a mental environment that supports resilience and clarity. Another key strategy is practicing detachment. Engaging with fiction doesn't mean losing yourself in it or letting it dictate your emotions. Instead, approach stories with curiosity and reflection, appreciating their artistry without letting them overshadow reality. The Stoics often practiced a form of detachment, reminding themselves that external events, including the stories they encountered, were not inherently good or bad, but neutral. It was their interpretation and response that mattered. Balance is crucial when consuming content. While it's tempting to immerse yourself fully in a captivating narrative, doing so excessively can blur the line between fiction and reality. Overindulgence in escapist media, for instance, can lead to neglect of real-world responsibilities and relationships. Stoicism encourages moderation in all things, urging us to find harmony between enjoyment and engagement with the present. The stories we consume also influence our internal dialogue. A steady diet of negative or fear-driven content can feed anxiety and pessimism, shaping how we view ourselves and the world. Conversely, content that celebrates resilience, gratitude, and connection reinforces these qualities within us. The Stoics understood the importance of guarding the mind against harmful influences, likening it to tending a garden. Just as a gardener removes weeds to allow flowers to thrive, we must be vigilant about removing harmful narratives to foster a mindset of growth and positivity. Fiction also holds the power to cultivate empathy. By stepping into the lives of characters with different experiences, we expand our understanding of others and deepen our capacity for compassion. This aligns with the Stoic principle of cosmopolitanism, the belief that all humans are connected and that our shared humanity transcends differences. Engaging with diverse stories broadens our perspective, helping us to approach life with greater humility and openness. At the same time, it's essential to recognize the potential for fiction to perpetuate stereotypes or biases. Uncritical consumption of certain narratives can reinforce harmful ideas or blind spots. The Stoics urged critical thinking, encouraging us to question assumptions and seek truth. This means not only enjoying stories, but also examining their messages and the values they promote. By doing so, we can appreciate fiction's artistry while remaining grounded in our principles. Mindful consumption of content also involves setting boundaries. The constant availability of media can make it difficult to disconnect, but overexposure can overwhelm the mind and dull its clarity. Stoicism teaches the value of stillness and reflection, urging us to create space for silence and contemplation. By setting limits on screen time or curating your media diet, you create room for deeper thought and genuine connection with the world around you. Another Stoic strategy for engaging with fiction is focusing on what is within your control. You cannot change the content that exists, but you can choose what you engage with and how you interpret it. This perspective empowers you to take ownership of your mental environment, prioritizing stories that align with your values while letting go of those that do not serve you. Reflection is a powerful tool for integrating lessons from fiction into real life. After engaging with a story, take time to consider its themes and how they relate to your own experiences. What did it teach you about resilience, love, or loss? How can you apply these insights to your own journey? The Stoics valued reflection as a means of growth, using every experience, whether real or imagined, as an opportunity to deepen their understanding of themselves and the world. Ultimately, the goal is not to avoid fiction, but to engage with it intentionally. Stories are a vital part of the human experience, offering insight, connection, and joy. By approaching them with discernment and mindfulness, you can harness their power to enrich your life rather than allowing them to cloud your reality. The Stoic practice of aligning thoughts with values ensures that the content you consume becomes a tool for growth rather than a source of distraction. The interplay between fiction and reality is both intricate and profound. Our minds are shaped by the narratives we encounter, yet we hold the power to choose which stories define us. Through mindfulness, critical thinking, and alignment with Stoic principles, we can navigate this landscape with clarity and purpose, transforming the way we engage with the world within and around us. The stories we consume, whether fictional or real, influence how we interpret the world around us. Yet, the most powerful narrative of all is the one we tell ourselves. Our beliefs, whether rooted in evidence or shaped by perception, have the ability to transform our reality. This phenomenon is vividly illustrated by the placebo effect, a testament to the power of the mind to influence the body, emotions, and outcomes. The interplay between belief and reality is not just a medical curiosity, it's a deeply human experience that Stoicism teaches us to understand and harness for personal growth and resilience. The placebo effect is a striking example of how belief can shape physical and psychological states. In medical terms, a placebo, a treatment with no therapeutic value, can still produce real benefits if the recipient believes it will work. This effect reveals a profound truth. The mind's expectations can alter reality in measurable ways. While science examines this phenomenon through a clinical lens, Stoicism offers a philosophical perspective, showing us how to master belief and perception to create positive change in our lives. Belief, at its core, is a lens through which we interpret the world. What we believe about ourselves, others, and the situations we encounter shapes our responses and actions. Positive beliefs can inspire confidence and perseverance, while negative ones can limit potential and foster despair. The Stoics recognized this dynamic, teaching that our thoughts and beliefs are the root of our emotions and behavior. By aligning our beliefs with reason and virtue, we can cultivate a mindset that empowers rather than hinders us. The placebo effect demonstrates that belief is not passive. It's an active force that engages the brain and body in ways that lead to tangible results. When someone believes they are receiving a beneficial treatment, the brain releases chemicals like endorphins and dopamine, creating real physiological changes. This phenomenon underscores the interconnectedness of mind and body, a concept deeply embedded in Stoic thought. The Stoics emphasized that mastering the mind is key to mastering life, and the placebo effect offers a powerful example of how this mastery can manifest. Stoicism teaches us to be deliberate about the beliefs we hold. Many beliefs are shaped unconsciously by past experiences, societal norms, or fear of the unknown. These unexamined beliefs can limit growth, keeping us stuck in patterns of doubt or negativity. The Stoic practice of self-reflection helps us identify and challenge these beliefs, replacing them with ones that align with our values and aspirations. This process is not about wishful thinking, but about cultivating beliefs that are grounded in reason and supportive of resilience. One of the most practical ways to harness the power of belief is through visualization. Visualization involves creating a mental image of a desired outcome, engaging the brain in a way that strengthens motivation and focus. Studies have shown that athletes who visualize success often perform better, as their minds prime their bodies for achievement. The Stoics, too, practiced a form of visualization, imagining both the challenges they might face and the virtues they would need to overcome them. This mental rehearsal prepared them to act with courage and wisdom in the face of adversity. The placebo effect also highlights the role of expectations in shaping experience. When we expect positive outcomes, we are more likely to recognize opportunities, take constructive actions, and persist through difficulties. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or avoiding preparation, but approaching life with an attitude of optimism and readiness. Stoicism encourages this mindset, emphasizing that while we cannot control external events, we can control our perspective and response. Beliefs also influence relationships. When you believe in the potential and goodness of others, you create an environment of trust and encouragement. This belief, communicated through words and actions, can inspire people to rise to their best selves. Conversely, negative assumptions about others often lead to misunderstandings and conflict. Stoic philosophy reminds us to approach others with empathy and an open mind, recognizing that our beliefs about them shape the quality of our interactions. The placebo effect reveals that belief can be a double-edged sword. Just as positive expectations can lead to beneficial outcomes, negative beliefs, often referred to as the nocebo effect, can cause harm. Fear, doubt, or cynicism can magnify stress, weaken resilience, and even manifest as physical symptoms. This is why Stoicism places such importance on cultivating a disciplined and constructive mindset. By consciously choosing beliefs that empower rather than undermine us, we protect ourselves from the detrimental effects of negativity. The mind's ability to influence reality is not limited to health or performance. It extends to every aspect of life. When we approach challenges with the belief that we can grow and learn, we are more likely to persevere and succeed. This growth mindset, championed by modern psychology and deeply rooted in Stoic principles, transforms obstacles into opportunities. Belief, in this sense, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, guiding actions that align with desired outcomes. Stoicism also teaches us the value of detachment from outcomes. While belief in a positive result can motivate action, becoming overly attached to specific outcomes can lead to disappointment and frustration. The key is to balance belief with acceptance, focusing on effort and intention rather than guarantees. This approach aligns with the Stoic concept of the dichotomy of control, recognizing what we can influence and letting go of what we cannot. Self-awareness is essential in mastering the power of belief. Understanding the origin of your beliefs, whether they stem from experience, fear, or cultural influence, allows you to evaluate their validity. Are your beliefs serving you, or are they holding you back? The Stoic practice of journaling or reflective thought can help uncover hidden assumptions, replacing limiting beliefs with those that support growth and resilience. Stoic exercises like affirmations and gratitude can also reinforce constructive beliefs. Affirmations, when rooted in truth, remind us of our strengths and values, counteracting self-doubt. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, fostering a mindset of contentment and possibility. These practices, simple yet profound, shape a belief system that nurtures emotional well-being and resilience. The placebo effect also invites us to consider the role of trust, not only in others, but in ourselves. Believing in your ability to face challenges and grow through them is a cornerstone of resilience. This self-trust, cultivated through consistent action and reflection, creates a foundation of confidence that no external circumstance can easily shake. Stoicism encourages this inner reliance, reminding us that true strength comes from within. Beliefs, when consciously shaped, become tools for transformation. By aligning your beliefs with your values and aspirations, you create a mental framework that supports your highest potential. The placebo effect is a powerful illustration of this principle, showing how even the perception of change can lead to real results. Stoicism provides the guidance to harness this power with wisdom and intention, turning belief into a catalyst for meaningful growth. Belief, when consciously shaped, becomes a powerful tool for personal transformation. Yet, not all beliefs originate from within us. Some are inherited, passed down through generations, deeply ingrained in our psyche before we even realize they exist. Among these inherited traits are fears, silent threads woven into the fabric of our minds by family, culture, or history. These fears, though often unspoken, shape decisions, limit possibilities, and shadow the potential for freedom. To overcome them requires more than willpower. It calls for courage, a courage rooted in understanding and guided by Stoic wisdom. Inherited fears are more than simple reactions. They are legacies of the human experience. Whether stemming from survival instincts, cultural norms, or familial experiences, these fears often embed themselves in our subconscious, shaping how we navigate the world. They may manifest as aversions to risk, anxieties about failure, or deeply rooted insecurities about belonging and worth. Recognizing these fears is the first step to breaking free, but it requires careful reflection and self-awareness. The Stoics believed in confronting fear head-on, seeing it as an opportunity for growth rather than an obstacle to avoid. Fear, they taught, is not inherently bad. It is a signal, a guide pointing to areas where growth is needed. By examining the roots of inherited fears, you begin to understand their origins, whether they arise from personal experience, familial conditioning, or societal expectations. This understanding transforms fear from an intangible force into something concrete and manageable. One of the most common sources of inherited fear is the influence of family. Parents, often unintentionally, pass on their anxieties to their children, shaping perceptions of safety, success, and worthiness. A parent who fears failure, for example, may instill in their child an aversion to taking risks. Breaking free from these fears involves recognizing that while these patterns may have been protective in the past, they no longer serve in the present. The Stoics emphasized rationality and self-examination, urging individuals to question inherited beliefs and replace them with those aligned with reason and virtue. Cultural narratives also contribute to inherited fears, shaping collective perceptions of danger, identity, and belonging. These narratives, though deeply ingrained, are not immutable. By examining the stories that have influenced your worldview, you can begin to separate truth from assumption, discerning which fears are valid and which are based on outdated or limiting beliefs. The Stoic practice of separating what is within your control from what is not helps you navigate this process, focusing on actionable steps rather than external forces. Another source of inherited fear lies in the body itself. Recent research in epigenetics suggests that trauma and fear can leave biological imprints passed down through generations. This means that some fears are not just learned, but are encoded within us. While this knowledge can feel overwhelming, it also highlights the resilience of the human mind. Through intentional practices like mindfulness, exposure, and reframing, it is possible to rewire these patterns, transforming inherited fear into inherited strength. The Stoic approach to overcoming fear begins with acknowledgement. Denying or suppressing fear only strengthens its hold. By naming your fear and bringing it into the light of awareness, you begin to take control. This act of acknowledgement aligns with the Stoic principle of acceptance, not passivity, but the willingness to see things as they are. Acceptance paves the way for courage, which is not the absence of fear, but the choice to act despite it. Courage, in the Stoic sense, is cultivated through deliberate action. Small, consistent steps build resilience, gradually reducing fear's influence. This might involve facing fears in controlled environments, challenging limiting beliefs, or practicing voluntary discomfort to strengthen mental fortitude. The Stoics often engaged in exercises designed to confront fear, such as imagining worst-case scenarios or willingly exposing themselves to discomfort. These practices help them build a mindset of preparedness and adaptability. Inherited fears often thrive on the unknown, feeding on uncertainty and doubt. By seeking knowledge and understanding, you can diminish their power. Education, exploration, and open dialogue create clarity, replacing fear with informed perspective. Stoicism encourages curiosity and learning as tools for overcoming fear, reminding us that the more we understand, the less we fear. The role of community is also vital in addressing inherited fears. Sharing experiences with others, whether through conversation, support groups, or mentorship, fosters connection and reduces isolation. Knowing that others share similar struggles creates a sense of solidarity and hope. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the interconnectedness of humanity, urging individuals to draw strength from collective wisdom and mutual support. Resilience, built through the Stoic practices of mindfulness and self-discipline, is key to breaking free from inherited fears. Mindfulness allows you to observe fear without becoming consumed by it, creating space for thoughtful response rather than impulsive reaction. Self-discipline helps you remain committed to your values and goals, even when fear arises. Together, these practices create a foundation of inner strength that withstands the pressure of external and internal challenges. Gratitude also plays a role in overcoming fear. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. This mindset reduces fear's grip, fostering a sense of security and resilience. Gratitude aligns with the Stoic principle of contentment, reminding you that fulfillment comes not from eliminating fear entirely, but from living fully despite it. The journey of breaking free from inherited fears is not linear. It is a process of growth, reflection, and action. Setbacks are inevitable, but they are also opportunities to practice resilience and self-compassion. The Stoics viewed failure as a teacher, a necessary part of the path toward mastery. By embracing this perspective, you turn obstacles into stepping stones, each one bringing you closer to freedom. Freedom from inherited fears is not about eliminating fear altogether, but transforming your relationship with it. Fear becomes a guide, a catalyst for growth rather than a barrier to progress. Through the practice of Stoic courage, rooted in reason, action, and acceptance, you break the chains of inherited limitations, stepping into a life defined not by fear, but by purpose and possibility. Breaking free from inherited fears opens a path to a life defined by courage and intentionality. But courage alone does not shape the future. The alignment of thoughts and actions is what transforms potential into reality. The interplay between the law of attraction, which emphasizes the power of focused intention, and Stoic philosophy, which grounds that intention in purposeful action, offers a unique framework for fulfillment. Understanding how these principles blend can help you create a life marked by clarity, progress, and meaning. At the heart of the law of attraction is the idea that your thoughts influence your reality. This concept, often simplified as thinking positively, runs much deeper. It is not merely about wishful thinking, but about focusing your energy and attention on what you want to create in your life. The Stoics, while rooted in a more pragmatic worldview, echoed a similar sentiment in their belief that your thoughts shape your perception and, ultimately, your experience. When these two perspectives intersect, they form a powerful foundation for intentional living. Thoughts are the seeds of action. What you focus on grows, and where your attention goes, your energy flows. This means that cultivating a positive and purposeful mindset is essential for achieving your goals. The law of attraction teaches that focusing on abundance, gratitude, and possibility attracts opportunities and resources that align with those values. Stoicism complements this by emphasizing the need for clarity and rationality in your thoughts. Together, they encourage a mindset rooted in both optimism and reality, fostering the resilience needed to navigate life's complexities. The key to aligning thoughts and actions lies in intentionality. It's not enough to think positively. Those thoughts must translate into consistent and meaningful actions. The Stoics often spoke of living in accordance with nature, which includes aligning your actions with your values and goals. This alignment creates a sense of harmony, where your efforts feel purposeful and your progress becomes sustainable. The law of attraction emphasizes that intentional action amplifies the energy of your thoughts, turning abstract desires into tangible results. Visualization is a powerful tool that bridges these two philosophies. By vividly picturing your goals, you engage your mind and emotions, creating a clear roadmap for what you want to achieve. Modern psychology supports the effectiveness of visualization, showing that it strengthens motivation and primes the brain for success. The Stoics practiced a similar exercise called premeditatio malorum, where they visualized challenges they might face, preparing themselves to act with courage and wisdom. While the focus differs, both techniques demonstrate the power of aligning mental imagery with purposeful action. Another aspect of this alignment is the principle of detachment. The law of attraction often highlights the importance of letting go of attachment to specific outcomes, trusting that the right opportunities will arise. Stoicism reinforces this through the dichotomy of control, teaching that while you can influence your actions and intentions, the results are often beyond your direct control. This balance of effort and acceptance allows you to move forward with confidence, unburdened by fear of failure or the need for constant reassurance. Gratitude is a cornerstone of both philosophies. The law of attraction teaches that focusing on what you are grateful for attracts more of the same into your life. Gratitude shifts your attention from lack to abundance, creating a sense of fulfillment in the present moment. Stoicism similarly emphasizes the importance of appreciating what you have, recognizing that contentment comes not from external possessions, but from an inner sense of sufficiency. This shared focus on gratitude fosters a mindset of abundance, which fuels both optimism and resilience. Self-discipline is essential in bridging the gap between thoughts and actions. The law of attraction highlights the importance of consistency and focus, while Stoicism underscores the need for disciplined effort in pursuit of virtue and purpose. By cultivating habits that align with your goals, you build momentum and create a framework for success. Discipline transforms fleeting intentions into sustained progress, ensuring that your actions reflect your aspirations. Clarity is another critical component. The law of attraction emphasizes the importance of defining your desires with precision, as vague intentions lead to unclear results. Stoicism similarly values clarity of purpose, encouraging reflection on what truly matters. By identifying your priorities and aligning your efforts accordingly, you create a focused path toward fulfillment. Clarity reduces distractions, enabling you to concentrate your energy on what brings the most meaning and impact. Resilience plays a vital role in this process. The law of attraction often frames setbacks as opportunities for growth, reinforcing the idea that challenges are part of the journey towards success. Stoicism, with its focus on emotional regulation and acceptance, provides the tools to navigate these challenges with grace. Resilience ensures that you remain steadfast in your efforts, even when progress feels slow or uncertain. By embracing obstacles as stepping stones, you cultivate the strength to persevere. Another element is the concept of alignment with higher values. The law of attraction encourages aligning your intentions with a sense of purpose or universal good, fostering a sense of connection to something greater than yourself. Stoicism similarly emphasizes acting in accordance with reason and virtue, prioritizing the collective good over individual gain. This alignment creates a deeper sense of fulfillment, as your efforts contribute not only to your personal growth, but also to the well-being of others. Mindfulness is crucial in maintaining this alignment. The law of attraction stresses the importance of staying present and aware, avoiding negative thoughts or distractions that dilute your focus. Stoicism complements this with practices like journaling and self-reflection, which help you remain grounded and intentional. Mindfulness allows you to course-correct when needed, ensuring that your thoughts and actions remain aligned with your goals. Empathy and connection also enhance the alignment of thoughts and actions. When your intentions include consideration for others, you build relationships and networks that support your growth. The law of attraction emphasizes the role of positive energy in attracting like-minded individuals, while Stoicism highlights the interconnectedness of humanity. By cultivating empathy and seeking mutual benefit, you create a supportive environment that amplifies your efforts. Patience is key. The law of attraction teaches that manifestation takes time and requires trust in the process. Stoicism reinforces this by encouraging acceptance of life's natural rhythms, recognizing that progress often unfolds gradually. Patience allows you to stay committed to your path without succumbing to frustration or doubt. It reminds you that fulfillment is a journey, not a destination, and that each step brings its own rewards. By blending the principles of the law of attraction with Stoic intentionality, you create a powerful framework for aligning thoughts and actions. This alignment not only fosters progress, but also cultivates a deep sense of meaning and purpose, transforming your aspirations into reality through deliberate effort and mindful presence. Aligning your thoughts and actions creates a powerful synergy that propels you toward fulfillment, but the journey doesn't end there. To reach your highest potential, you must embrace a mindset that sees every challenge as an opportunity to grow. The growth mindset, a concept supported by modern neuroscience and rooted in Stoic philosophy, reveals that the ability to learn, adapt, and improve is not fixed. It is a skill that can be cultivated. Understanding this opens doors to possibilities that extend far beyond limitations, showing how perseverance and deliberate effort can transform both the mind and the self. The foundation of the growth mindset lies in neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt throughout life. Scientific research demonstrates that the brain continuously forms new neural connections in response to experiences, learning, and practice. This adaptability proves that intelligence and abilities are not static traits, but dynamic qualities that evolve through effort. Stoicism, long before these scientific discoveries, recognized this truth in its teachings, emphasizing that human potential is shaped by consistent work, reflection, and the courage to face challenges. Adopting a growth mindset begins with shifting how you perceive failure. Failure, far from being an endpoint, is a stepping stone toward progress. Each setback provides valuable lessons, revealing areas for improvement and resilience. Stoic philosophy frames failure as an inevitable part of life's journey, urging individuals to focus not on avoiding mistakes, but on learning from them. This perspective transforms failure into a tool for growth, fostering confidence and perseverance. Challenges, when viewed through the lens of a growth mindset, become opportunities for development. Obstacles test your resolve, stretch your capabilities, and build resilience. The Stoics often referred to adversity as a teacher, emphasizing that hardship strengthens character and sharpens wisdom. By approaching challenges with curiosity and determination, you unlock hidden potential, discovering strengths and solutions that might otherwise remain dormant. Effort is the cornerstone of the growth mindset. Talent and intelligence may provide a foundation, but sustained effort is what turns potential into achievement. The Stoics valued disciplined action, teaching that consistent, intentional effort leads to mastery. This principle aligns with modern findings in psychology, which show that deliberate practice, not innate ability, is the key to excellence in any field. Effort not only fuels progress, but also builds self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to influence outcomes. The growth mindset also requires embracing discomfort. Growth often occurs outside of your comfort zone, where effort feels challenging and outcomes are uncertain. Stoicism encourages voluntary discomfort as a practice to strengthen resilience and adaptability. Whether through physical challenges, unfamiliar tasks, or difficult conversations, stepping into discomfort expands your capacity for growth, preparing you to face life's uncertainties with greater confidence. Feedback plays a crucial role in cultivating a growth mindset. Constructive criticism, when approached with openness, provides insight into areas for improvement. The Stoics valued feedback as a means of refining character and actions, urging individuals to welcome input from trusted sources. Feedback is not a judgment of worth, but a tool for growth, helping you identify blind spots and align your efforts with your goals. Another vital aspect of the growth mindset is the power of persistence. Progress is rarely linear. It often involves setbacks, plateaus, and moments of doubt. The Stoics emphasized endurance, teaching that persistence in the face of difficulty is a mark of strength and wisdom. By remaining committed to your goals despite obstacles, you develop resilience and the ability to navigate complexity with clarity and purpose. Self-awareness is key to unlocking potential. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and patterns of thought allows you to direct your energy effectively. The Stoic practice of daily reflection fosters this awareness, encouraging you to examine your actions and intentions with honesty. Self-awareness not only guides growth, but also deepens your connection to your values, ensuring that your efforts align with what matters most. The role of mindset in shaping outcomes cannot be overstated. Believing in your ability to grow creates a self-fulfilling cycle where effort leads to progress and progress reinforces belief. The Stoics understood this dynamic, teaching that thoughts shape perception and perception influences reality. By cultivating a mindset of possibility, you open yourself to opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Adaptability is another hallmark of the growth mindset. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adjust your approach in response to changing circumstances is essential for sustained progress. Stoic philosophy emphasizes flexibility, reminding us that clinging to rigid plans or expectations often leads to frustration. By remaining adaptable, you maintain momentum and find creative solutions to unforeseen challenges. Gratitude supports the growth mindset by shifting focus from what is lacking to what is possible. Appreciating the progress you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the opportunities ahead fosters a sense of abundance. The Stoics practiced gratitude as a way to cultivate contentment and resilience, emphasizing that fulfillment comes not from external achievements, but from the growth and wisdom gained along the way. The growth mindset also transforms how you approach competition. Instead of comparing yourself to others, you focus on surpassing your own limits. This internal drive, rooted in Stoic principles of self-mastery, creates a sense of intrinsic motivation that sustains effort over time. By viewing others' successes as inspiration rather than threats, you foster collaboration and a sense of shared progress. Another critical element is the willingness to experiment. Growth often requires trying new approaches, exploring unfamiliar paths, and taking calculated risks. The Stoics encouraged boldness tempered by wisdom, urging individuals to act with courage and discernment. Experimentation fuels innovation, helping you discover what works and adapt strategies that lead to success. Time plays a pivotal role in the growth mindset. Progress takes patience, and meaningful change often unfolds gradually. The Stoics emphasize the importance of valuing time, using it wisely and intentionally. By focusing on steady, incremental progress rather than immediate results, you build a foundation for lasting growth. Patience allows you to celebrate small victories while maintaining a long-term perspective. Resilience is built through the practice of embracing uncertainty. The growth mindset recognizes that change is a constant and that flexibility is essential for navigating the unknown. The Stoics viewed uncertainty as an opportunity for growth, teaching that accepting life's unpredictability fosters inner peace and adaptability. By embracing uncertainty, you develop the confidence to face challenges with courage and clarity. Collaboration enhances growth by providing diverse perspectives and shared knowledge. Engaging with others who share your goals or values creates a supportive environment where growth is amplified. The Stoics valued community and the exchange of ideas, recognizing that collective wisdom often surpasses individual insight. Collaboration not only accelerates progress, but also deepens connections and fosters mutual growth. Mindfulness anchors the growth mindset in the present moment. While goals provide direction, The process of growth occurs in the here and now. The Stoics practiced mindfulness through deliberate focus and presence, urging individuals to fully engage with each moment. Mindfulness sharpens attention, enhances learning, and cultivates a sense of fulfillment that transcends external outcomes. The growth mindset is ultimately a philosophy of empowerment. By embracing challenges, persisting through setbacks, and cultivating self-awareness, you unlock potential that might otherwise remain dormant. Stoicism, with its emphasis on perseverance, adaptability, and intentionality, provides a timeless framework for fostering this mindset. Together, they offer a path to endless possibilities, where growth is not just an outcome, but a way of life. Unlocking growth through perseverance and adaptability allows us to expand our potential, but carrying unresolved emotional weight can hinder even the most determined progress. Forgiveness, though often misunderstood as weakness or surrender, is one of the most profound acts of strength. It liberates the mind, restores inner balance, and clears the path for unhindered personal growth. The science of forgiveness reveals its transformative power, and when combined with Stoic principles, it becomes a tool not only for healing, but for true emotional freedom. Forgiveness begins with understanding what it truly means. It is not about condoning harm, forgetting the past, or reconciling with those who have wronged you. Instead, forgiveness is a decision to release resentment and anger, freeing yourself from the grip of negative emotions that can dominate your thoughts and behaviors. Resentment is often likened to carrying a heavy stone. Forgiveness is the act of putting it down, not for the benefit of the one who caused the pain, but for your own peace and clarity. The psychological benefits of forgiveness are well documented. Studies show that forgiving others reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and improves overall mental health. Holding on to anger and resentment, on the other hand, increases cortisol levels, which can lead to chronic stress and even physical illness. Forgiveness interrupts this cycle, fostering emotional resilience and well-being. Stoicism aligns seamlessly with this perspective, emphasizing the importance of releasing attachments to emotions that do not serve our growth. Forgiveness also transforms relationships, not just with others, but with ourselves. When we harbor resentment, it often reflects unspoken expectations or unmet needs. Recognizing these patterns helps us understand the root of our pain, allowing us to address it with compassion and clarity. The Stoics teach that the actions of others are beyond our control, but our response is entirely within our power. By choosing forgiveness, we reclaim that power, shifting our focus from what has been lost to what can be gained. Self-forgiveness is equally essential and often more challenging. Mistakes, regrets, and failures can linger in the mind, creating a narrative of self-judgment that limits growth. Forgiving yourself requires acknowledging your humanity, embracing imperfection, and learning from the past. The Stoic practice of self-reflection encourages this process, helping you examine your actions without harsh judgment and identify ways to improve. Self-forgiveness is not about excusing poor behavior, but about taking responsibility with grace and moving forward with purpose. The act of forgiving does not mean denying pain or pretending everything is fine. True forgiveness begins with fully acknowledging the hurt and validating your feelings. Ignoring or suppressing these emotions only deepens their hold. The Stoics encouraged facing reality with honesty, accepting the pain as part of life's complexity. This acceptance creates space for healing, allowing you to process the hurt and transform it into wisdom. Forgiveness also fosters empathy. By considering the circumstances, limitations, or struggles that may have influenced someone's actions, you cultivate a deeper understanding of their humanity. This does not excuse harmful behavior, but provides a broader perspective that reduces the intensity of resentment. Stoic philosophy reminds us that everyone is navigating their own challenges, often acting out of ignorance or fear. This shared understanding allows for a compassionate release of anger, replacing bitterness with a sense of connection. The process of forgiveness is not linear. It requires patience, reflection, and consistent effort. Stoicism offers practical tools to support this journey, such as journaling to clarify thoughts and emotions, meditating on the impermanence of life to gain perspective, and practicing gratitude to focus on what is good and meaningful. These practices anchor forgiveness in action, making it a lived experience rather than a theoretical concept. Boundaries play a critical role in forgiveness. Letting go of anger does not mean allowing further harm. Forgiveness can coexist with firm boundaries, ensuring that you protect your well-being while releasing the emotional weight of past wounds. The Stoics emphasized the importance of discernment, teaching that forgiveness is about freeing the mind, not compromising values or self-respect. Forgiveness is also a form of strength. It requires courage to confront pain, humility to accept imperfection, and wisdom to prioritize peace over conflict. The Stoics often spoke of inner tranquility as the highest good, achievable only by releasing the chains of anger and bitterness. By forgiving, you choose to cultivate this tranquility, creating a foundation for resilience and growth. The ripple effects of forgiveness extend beyond the individual. Forgiving others fosters healthier relationships, reduces conflict, and creates a more compassionate environment. It demonstrates to others that healing is possible, inspiring similar acts of grace and understanding. The Stoics viewed virtue as a means to contribute to the greater good, and forgiveness exemplifies this principle by fostering harmony and connection. Forgiveness does not erase accountability. It is possible to forgive while holding someone accountable for their actions. This balance ensures that justice and healing can coexist, addressing harm without perpetuating cycles of anger or blame. The Stoics emphasized rationality in all things, encouraging actions that align with both reason and virtue. Forgiveness, guided by this principle, becomes a powerful act of self-liberation and ethical clarity. Releasing emotional baggage through forgiveness creates space for new possibilities. When resentment occupies the mind, it limits creativity, joy, and connection. Forgiveness clears this mental clutter, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Stoicism teaches that energy spent dwelling on past wrongs is better directed toward personal growth and meaningful pursuits. By letting go, you reclaim your time, focus, and emotional energy. Forgiveness also deepens self-awareness. The process of understanding your own pain and reactions provides insight into your values, needs, and boundaries. This self-awareness fosters greater emotional intelligence, enhancing your ability to navigate future challenges with grace. The Stoics encouraged regular self-examination as a path to wisdom, and forgiveness becomes a natural extension of this practice, offering clarity and growth. In choosing forgiveness, you choose freedom. Freedom from the cycle of anger, from the grip of the past, and from the limitations imposed by resentment. Forgiveness is not about the other person. It is about your own liberation, a commitment to living fully and authentically. The Stoics remind us that life is fleeting and precious. To waste it on anger is to lose sight of its beauty. Forgiveness honors this truth, allowing you to embrace life with an open heart and a clear mind. By integrating the science of forgiveness with Stoic tools and perspectives, you gain the ability to transform emotional burdens into stepping stones for growth. Forgiveness is not an endpoint, but a journey, a continual practice of letting go, moving forward, and choosing peace over conflict. Through this practice, you discover the profound strength and freedom that come from releasing what no longer serves you, creating a life defined by clarity, connection, and purpose. Releasing the weight of resentment through forgiveness allows you to step into interactions with a sense of freedom and authenticity. How others perceive you is deeply influenced by the energy you bring into social spaces. Calmness, confidence, and the ability to navigate dynamics with grace not only create a lasting impression, but also shape the quality of your relationships and opportunities. Stoic practices offer profound tools for cultivating a presence that commands respect and fosters connection, elevating the way others experience and respond to you. Social energy is not simply about what you say or do. It is the invisible force that communicates your state of mind and your inner values. People often respond to the energy you project long before they react to your words. Calmness, one of the hallmarks of Stoicism, is an anchor in the often chaotic currents of social dynamics. When you embody calm, you create a stabilizing effect, offering a sense of trust and reliability to those around you. This steadiness draws people in, as it contrasts with the hurried and anxious energy prevalent in today's interactions. Confidence, when rooted in authenticity, enhances social energy in ways that are both subtle and transformative. It's not about boasting or dominating conversations, but about carrying yourself with a quiet assurance. Stoic confidence is grounded in self-awareness and the understanding that your worth is independent of external validation. This unshakable foundation allows you to engage with others without fear of judgment or rejection, creating an atmosphere of ease and openness. Perception is shaped by more than just words. Non-verbal cues such as posture, facial expressions, and tone of voice play a significant role in how others interpret your presence. Stoicism teaches mindfulness in every action, including how you carry yourself. A relaxed yet upright posture communicates readiness and self-respect, while a genuine smile reflects warmth and approachability. These subtle signals, when aligned with inner calm, reinforce the impression of someone who is composed and centered. The way you listen profoundly impacts how others perceive you. Active listening, a Stoic-inspired practice of being fully present, conveys respect and genuine interest. When you listen attentively, without planning your next response or letting your mind wander, you create a space where others feel valued and understood. This simple yet powerful act builds trust and rapport, shaping perceptions of you as someone who is thoughtful and empathetic. Social energy is also influenced by how you handle conflict or disagreement. Reacting with anger or defensiveness can erode trust and create tension, while responding with measured calm and reason demonstrates emotional maturity. Stoicism's emphasis on emotional regulation equips you to approach conflicts with clarity, focusing on solutions rather than escalating tensions. This ability to maintain composure not only diffuses potential conflicts, but also enhances your reputation as someone who navigates challenges with grace. Authenticity is a cornerstone of impactful social energy. Pretending to be someone you are not, or constantly seeking approval, creates an incongruence that others can sense. Stoicism encourages living in alignment with your true values, which fosters a sense of integrity and self-assurance. When you are authentic, you inspire trust and connection, as people are naturally drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin. The energy you bring into interactions is also shaped by your intentions. Approaching conversations with the intent to contribute rather than to take creates a positive and generous dynamic. Whether through offering encouragement, sharing insights, or simply being present, a giving mindset enhances the way others perceive you. Stoic principles of service and humility reinforce this approach, emphasizing the importance of adding value to every interaction. Patience is a vital component of social energy. In a world driven by instant gratification, the ability to remain patient in conversations or during conflicts sets you apart. Patience allows you to hear others fully, respond thoughtfully, and build relationships based on mutual respect. Stoicism teaches the value of patience as a means of cultivating wisdom and harmony, reminding us that the most meaningful connections often take time to develop. Humility enhances social energy by balancing confidence with approachability. It's the ability to recognize your strengths without arrogance and to value the perspectives of others without diminishing your own. The Stoic practice of acknowledging shared humanity fosters humility, creating an atmosphere where collaboration and understanding thrive. Humility makes you relatable, ensuring that your confidence draws people closer rather than creating distance. Consistency in how you engage with others also shapes perceptions. Erratic behavior or shifting moods can create uncertainty, while steadiness builds trust. Stoicism's emphasis on discipline and intentionality helps you maintain consistency in your actions and interactions, reinforcing the image of someone who is reliable and dependable. This steadiness reassures others and strengthens relationships over time. Empathy amplifies the positive impact of your social energy. Understanding and respecting the emotions and experiences of others fosters a sense of connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Stoicism teaches the importance of compassion, reminding us that everyone faces their own struggles. By approaching others with empathy, you create a safe space for authentic communication and mutual understanding. Social energy is also shaped by how you handle praise and criticism. Stoic detachment from external opinions allows you to accept compliments with gratitude and criticism with openness, without letting either define your self-worth. This balanced approach demonstrates emotional resilience and fosters respect, as others see that you are grounded and secure in yourself. Adaptability enhances your ability to connect across diverse social settings. Being attuned to the dynamics of different environments and adjusting your approach without compromising your authenticity demonstrates social intelligence. Stoicism's focus on flexibility and discernment supports this adaptability, ensuring that your social energy remains aligned with your values while meeting the needs of various situations. The ability to inspire through your presence is one of the most profound aspects of social energy. When you embody calm, confidence, and purpose, you naturally encourage others to do the same. This influence, rooted in authenticity and integrity, leaves a lasting impression, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Stoicism's emphasis on leading by example reinforces this principle, reminding us that our actions often speak louder than our words. Ultimately, social energy is a reflection of your inner state. By cultivating calm, confidence, and authenticity through Stoic practices, you shape the way others perceive you in ways that are both impactful and enduring. This intentional approach to social dynamics not only enriches relationships, but also enhances your ability to navigate the complexities of human connection with clarity and purpose. The energy you bring into social dynamics leaves a lasting impression, but the emotions that influence this energy often run deeper than surface interactions. These emotions are frequently tied to cognitive anchors, subtle yet powerful connections to memories, experiences, or sensations like music and scent. These anchors shape your responses, sometimes pulling you into states of nostalgia, joy, or even discomfort. Recognizing these emotional triggers and applying Stoic reflection transforms them from sources of distraction into tools for self-awareness and growth. This deeper understanding helps untangle the influence of these anchors, enabling you to navigate your emotions with clarity and purpose. Cognitive anchors are deeply embedded in the human psyche, linking sensory experiences to emotions and memories. Music, for example, has an unparalleled ability to evoke powerful feelings, transporting the mind to specific moments in time. A melody might bring a sense of comfort or a pang of loss, depending on the memories it revives. Similarly, a familiar scent can conjure images of a childhood home or a loved one, triggering an emotional response before conscious thought even takes place. These experiences demonstrate how the brain integrates sensory input with emotional associations, creating anchors that shape how you perceive and respond to the world. While cognitive anchors can evoke positive feelings, they can also reinforce negative emotional cycles. A particular song might trigger sadness or regret, or a scent could evoke fear or discomfort linked to past trauma. Without awareness, these responses can become automatic, pulling you into states of emotional reactivity that feel beyond your control. Stoicism offers a way to break this cycle by teaching the art of detachment. By observing these triggers with curiosity rather than judgment, you create space to choose your response rather than being driven by instinct. Detachment, in the Stoic sense, does not mean suppressing or ignoring emotions. Instead, it involves acknowledging them without allowing them to dictate your actions. This practice begins with self-awareness, recognizing when a cognitive anchor has been triggered and observing the emotional response it creates. For instance, when a piece of music stirs feelings of melancholy, Stoic reflection encourages you to explore why this reaction occurs. Is it linked to a specific memory or unfulfilled longing? By understanding the root of the response, you gain insight into your inner world, transforming the trigger into a tool for self-discovery. Scent, another powerful cognitive anchor, offers a unique opportunity for reflection. The olfactory system is closely connected to the brain's limbic system, which governs emotions and memories. This is why a single whiff of a familiar scent can evoke vivid recollections and intense feelings. Rather than being swept away by these sensations, Stoic mindfulness allows you to step back and observe them with curiosity. Why does this particular scent hold such significance? What does it reveal about your values, attachments, or past experiences? These questions guide you toward greater self-understanding, enabling you to navigate your emotions with intention. Music and scent are only two examples of cognitive anchors. They extend to countless other experiences, such as the touch of a familiar object or the sight of a specific place. Each anchor holds the potential to influence your emotional state, often in ways that are subtle yet profound. Stoicism teaches the importance of recognizing these influences without being ruled by them. This requires cultivating presence, focusing on the here and now rather than being pulled into the past or an imagined future. Presence acts as a stabilizing force, allowing you to engage with emotional triggers while maintaining clarity and composure. Reflection is a key Stoic practice for navigating cognitive anchors. By setting aside time to examine your responses to these triggers, you uncover patterns that might otherwise remain hidden. Journaling, for instance, provides a structured way to explore your thoughts and emotions, helping you identify recurring themes and their underlying causes. This reflective process deepens self-awareness, transforming cognitive anchors from unconscious influences into deliberate opportunities for growth. Another important aspect of managing cognitive anchors is reframing. Instead of viewing a trigger as a source of distress, consider how it can be reinterpreted in a constructive light. A song that evokes sadness, for example, might also remind you of the strength you've gained through overcoming challenges. Reframing shifts your focus from what has been lost to what has been learned, creating a sense of empowerment rather than defeat. This aligns with the Stoic principle of using obstacles as opportunities for growth, turning every emotional trigger into a stepping stone toward resilience. Detachment and reflection also help to untangle the complex relationship between cognitive anchors and identity. Over time, certain triggers may come to define how you see yourself, whether as someone who is nostalgic, melancholic, or deeply attached to a particular era or experience. While these associations can provide comfort and continuity, they can also limit your ability to evolve. Stoic philosophy encourages you to embrace change, recognizing that identity is fluid and shaped by the choices you make in the present. By loosening the grip of cognitive anchors, you free yourself to grow beyond the constraints of the past. Resilience is cultivated through the conscious management of cognitive anchors. When you face a trigger that evokes discomfort or pain, the Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort offers a way to strengthen your emotional fortitude. This involves deliberately engaging with the trigger in a controlled manner, allowing yourself to experience the emotions it evokes while remaining grounded. Over time, this practice builds resilience, reducing the intensity of the trigger's influence and fostering a sense of mastery over your emotional responses. Gratitude plays a complementary role in navigating cognitive anchors. By focusing on the positive aspects of your experiences, you create a counterbalance to negative emotional triggers. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, reminding you of the richness and complexity of life. This practice aligns with the Stoic emphasis on appreciating what is within your control and finding fulfillment in the present moment. The ability to navigate cognitive anchors with intention not only enhances emotional well-being, but also strengthens relationships. When you understand the triggers that shape your responses, you communicate more authentically and engage with others from a place of clarity. This self-awareness fosters empathy, as you recognize that others too are influenced by their own cognitive anchors. By approaching interactions with this understanding, you create a foundation for deeper connection and mutual respect. Ultimately, cognitive anchors are not inherently good or bad. They are neutral elements of human experience that gain meaning through your interpretation. By applying Stoic principles of detachment, reflection, and intentionality, you transform these anchors into tools for personal growth. They become guides that reveal the intricacies of your inner world, helping you navigate emotions with wisdom and grace. Through this process, you cultivate a deeper sense of presence and resilience, empowering you to engage with life's complexities with clarity and purpose. Recognizing the influence of cognitive anchors deepens your understanding of how external stimuli shape your emotions and reactions. But this awareness extends beyond personal triggers. It encompasses the broader environment of content you consume daily. Every piece of media, whether a news article, social media post, or entertainment, feeds your mind, shaping your perspective and emotional state. Understanding the psychology of content consumption, combined with Stoic strategies for discernment, empowers you to curate a balanced mental diet that fosters clarity, resilience, and fulfillment. Content consumption today is almost unavoidable, with endless streams of information available at any moment. This constant exposure impacts your emotional and psychological well-being in profound ways, often without conscious awareness. Media can evoke emotions, influence opinions, and even dictate behaviors. The human brain, wired to seek patterns and meaning, engages with this content in ways that can either enhance understanding or amplify confusion and anxiety. The key is not to avoid content altogether, but to engage with it intentionally, guided by Stoic principles. Stoicism teaches the importance of guarding your mind against influences that detract from your well-being. Just as you are mindful of the food you consume to maintain physical health, Being deliberate about the content you consume protects your mental and emotional health. This begins with awareness, recognizing the types of content you regularly engage with and the effects they have on your thoughts and emotions. Are they uplifting and constructive, or do they leave you feeling drained or anxious? Identifying these patterns is the first step toward creating a more balanced mental environment. The emotional impact of content is often subtle but cumulative. A single negative headline might not seem significant, but repeated exposure to distressing or inflammatory media can heighten stress and erode emotional stability. This is compounded by the design of many media platforms, which prioritize sensationalism and conflict to capture attention. The Stoic principle of self-control provides a counterbalance, reminding you to focus on what is within your power. While you cannot control the existence of such content, you can control how and whether you engage with it. Discernment is a critical skill in managing content consumption. The ability to evaluate the reliability, relevance, and intention behind a piece of media allows you to separate valuable insights from noise. Stoicism encourages a rational approach, emphasizing the need to question assumptions and seek truth. This discernment not only enhances your understanding, but also shields you from manipulation and misinformation. By critically assessing content before accepting it, you cultivate a mental environment rooted in clarity and reason. Another aspect of balanced content consumption is moderation. The constant availability of information can create a compulsion to stay connected, often leading to information overload. This saturation diminishes your ability to process and retain knowledge, leaving you feeling overwhelmed rather than informed. Stoicism advocates for moderation in all things, including the consumption of media. Setting boundaries, such as designated times for checking news or social media, helps create a healthier balance, allowing you to engage with content purposefully rather than passively. The type of content you consume also shapes your mental and emotional state. Positive and inspiring media can uplift and motivate, while negative or divisive content can breed fear and hostility. This is where intentionality becomes essential. Curating content that aligns with your values and aspirations reinforces a mindset of growth and positivity. Stoic philosophy encourages seeking out wisdom and knowledge that contribute to your personal development, guiding your choices toward content that nourishes rather than depletes. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for navigating content consumption. Being fully present while engaging with media helps you notice its impact on your emotions and thoughts. Instead of scrolling mindlessly or consuming content as a distraction, mindfulness encourages deliberate engagement, allowing you to absorb information more effectively and respond thoughtfully. This practice aligns with Stoic teachings on intentionality, fostering a sense of control over your mental diet. Content consumption is not just about what you take in, but also how you process and apply it. Reflection transforms passive consumption into active learning, helping you integrate valuable insights into your life. The Stoic practice of journaling provides a framework for this reflection, encouraging you to examine how the content you engage with influences your beliefs and actions. By connecting this process to your broader goals and values, you ensure that your mental diet serves a meaningful purpose. Gratitude also plays a role in balancing content consumption. Focusing on positive and constructive media cultivates an appreciation for the knowledge and opportunities available to you. This mindset shifts your attention away from scarcity or negativity, reinforcing a sense of abundance and resilience. Gratitude, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, enhances your ability to engage with media in a way that uplifts and inspires. Social media, one of the most pervasive forms of content today, requires particular attention. Its algorithms are designed to prioritize engagement, often by amplifying sensational or polarizing content. While social media can connect and inform, it can also distort perceptions and fuel unnecessary comparisons. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-awareness and detachment, enabling you to use these platforms intentionally rather than allowing them to dictate your emotions or self-worth. The balance between staying informed and protecting your mental well-being is delicate but achievable. It involves setting clear priorities about the type of content that matters most to you and recognizing that constant updates are rarely essential. The Stoic emphasis on focusing on what is necessary and beneficial provides a guide for making these choices, ensuring that your engagement with media adds value rather than detracts from your life. Resilience is cultivated through the intentional management of content. By limiting exposure to negative or harmful media and focusing on constructive and uplifting sources, you create a mental environment that supports emotional stability and clarity. This resilience allows you to engage with challenging topics without becoming overwhelmed, maintaining a sense of purpose and perspective. The ability to influence your mental environment extends to the creation of content as well. Sharing positive, thoughtful, and meaningful messages contributes to a collective atmosphere of growth and understanding. Stoicism encourages leading by example, and your contributions to the media landscape can reflect the values you wish to see in the world. Ultimately, the psychology of content consumption highlights the profound impact of what you allow into your mind. By applying Stoic strategies of discernment, moderation, and reflection, you cultivate a mental diet that supports clarity, resilience, and purpose. This intentional approach transforms content from a source of distraction into a tool for growth, empowering you to navigate the complexities of the modern media landscape with wisdom and grace. Understanding the profound impact of content consumption equips you to guard your mind and align it with purpose, but the journey of improvement doesn't end there. Growth is an ongoing process, a daily commitment to becoming better in ways both small and significant. Stoicism, with its enduring wisdom, offers a roadmap for this transformation. These secrets, drawn from Stoic principles, reveal practical ways to elevate your actions, refine your mindset, and navigate life with clarity and strength. Each day presents a chance to align more closely with your values. The Stoics emphasize this, viewing every sunrise as an opportunity to live more intentionally. Improvement doesn't require monumental changes, but consistent, deliberate steps. This perspective shifts focus from overwhelming goals to manageable, impactful actions that build momentum over time. The essence of being better lies in the small, repeated choices that shape character and purpose. Self-awareness forms the foundation of daily improvement. The ability to reflect on your thoughts, emotions, and actions allows you to identify areas for growth and adjust accordingly. The Stoics practiced nightly self-examination, reviewing their day with honesty and compassion. This reflection is not about dwelling on mistakes, but learning from them, celebrating progress, and setting intentions for tomorrow. By cultivating this habit, you refine your ability to act with purpose and avoid repeating unhelpful patterns. Consistency is a cornerstone of improvement. The Stoics believed in steady progress, emphasizing that greatness is achieved not through bursts of effort, but through sustained commitment. Consistency builds trust with yourself, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of growth. It also creates a foundation for discipline, enabling you to overcome challenges and maintain focus on your goals. Each act of consistency strengthens the habit, making daily improvement more natural and achievable. Gratitude transforms how you approach each day. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you create a mindset of abundance that fuels motivation and resilience. The Stoics practiced gratitude as a way to appreciate the present moment, recognizing the privilege of being alive and the opportunities that each day offers. Gratitude shifts your perspective, allowing you to see challenges as opportunities and setbacks as lessons. Clarity of purpose enhances your ability to improve. Knowing what matters most helps you prioritize your actions and make decisions aligned with your values. The Stoics taught the importance of defining your goals and focusing on what you can control. This clarity reduces distractions and provides a sense of direction, ensuring that your efforts contribute meaningfully to your growth. Resilience is developed through the practice of embracing discomfort. Growth often requires stepping outside your comfort zone and confronting challenges with courage. The Stoics advocated for voluntary discomfort as a way to strengthen resilience and prepare for adversity. By deliberately engaging with situations that test your limits, you expand your capacity for persistence and adaptability, building the strength to navigate life's uncertainties. Mindfulness anchors you in the present moment, enhancing your ability to act with intention. The Stoics emphasized the importance of being fully present, focusing on what can be done here and now, rather than worrying about the past or future. Mindfulness sharpens your awareness, allowing you to make thoughtful choices that align with your goals. It also cultivates a sense of calm, helping you approach each day with clarity and composure. Authenticity is essential for meaningful improvement. Pretending to be someone you're not, or striving for superficial goals, creates dissonance, undermining your efforts. The Stoics encouraged living in alignment with your true self, embracing your strengths and acknowledging your limitations. Authenticity fosters self-acceptance, allowing you to focus on genuine growth rather than comparison or external validation. Empathy enriches your relationships and enhances your ability to grow. Understanding and valuing the perspectives of others deepens connections and fosters collaboration. The Stoics viewed humanity as interconnected, emphasizing the importance of acting with compassion and fairness. By cultivating empathy, you create an environment that supports mutual improvement, where your growth inspires and is inspired by those around you. Adaptability ensures that your efforts remain relevant and effective. Life is dynamic, and the ability to adjust your approach in response to changing circumstances is crucial for sustained progress. The Stoics embraced flexibility, recognizing that clinging to rigid plans often leads to frustration. Adaptability allows you to navigate challenges with creativity and resilience, ensuring that setbacks become opportunities for innovation. Humility keeps your growth grounded and genuine. Acknowledging that you don't know everything opens the door to learning and improvement. The Stoics valued humility as a way to remain open to new perspectives and insights. By approaching each day with curiosity and a willingness to learn, you expand your understanding and refine your actions, becoming better not only for yourself, but for those around you. Joy in the process of growth sustains your efforts over time. Improvement is not solely about reaching an endpoint, but about appreciating the journey itself. The Stoics found contentment in living according to their values, recognizing that fulfillment comes from the act of striving rather than the achievement of perfection. By finding joy in the daily practice of becoming better, you create a source of motivation that transcends external outcomes. Each day is a blank slate, a chance to build on yesterday's efforts and set the tone for tomorrow. By integrating these Stoic principles into your routine, you cultivate a life of purpose, resilience, and authenticity. Growth becomes not a daunting task, but a natural expression of your values, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. Through these secrets, you unlock the potential to be better every day, creating a life defined by clarity, strength, and meaningful progress. Starting each day with intention and focus is a natural extension of striving to be better every day. How you begin your morning shapes the mindset you carry throughout the day. In Stoic philosophy, the practice of speaking meaningful words to yourself each morning serves as a grounding ritual, a way to align your thoughts and actions with your values. These affirmations are not empty phrases, but purposeful reminders that empower you to navigate the challenges and opportunities ahead with clarity, resilience, and purpose. The words you say to yourself in the quiet of the morning can become the foundation for the day's actions. They set the tone, anchoring your thoughts in wisdom and strength. Stoicism teaches that you have the power to shape your experience, not by controlling external events, but by directing your inner dialogue. Speaking to yourself with clarity and resolve transforms passive thoughts into active guidance, making your intentions tangible and actionable. Self-affirmation rooted in Stoic principles strengthens your mental discipline. When you declare, "I will focus only on what is within my control," you remind yourself to release unnecessary worry. This practice minimizes mental clutter, enabling you to direct your energy toward meaningful action. By focusing on what you can influence, you create a sense of empowerment and reduce the frustration that arises from attempting to manage the uncontrollable. A commitment to gratitude as part of your morning dialogue fosters a mindset of abundance. Saying to yourself, "I am grateful for the opportunities this day will bring," shifts your focus from scarcity to possibility. Gratitude reinforces your connection to the present moment, helping you approach the day with an open heart and a willingness to embrace its lessons. This simple act transforms your perspective, encouraging you to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Speaking words of courage to yourself each morning reinforces resilience. Telling yourself, "I will face adversity with calm and strength," prepares you to approach difficulties with clarity and composure. Stoicism emphasizes the inevitability of challenges and the importance of meeting them with rationality rather than fear. This reminder equips you to respond thoughtfully, turning potential setbacks into moments of fortitude. Morning affirmations also cultivate humility, grounding your actions in purpose rather than ego. Saying, "I will act with integrity and humility today," reinforces your commitment to living according to your values. Humility is not weakness, but the recognition that true strength comes from aligning your actions with principles that extend beyond personal gain. This perspective fosters genuine connection and meaningful impact. Reminding yourself of the impermanence of life each morning heightens your appreciation for the present. Telling yourself, "This day is a gift, and I will make the most of it," aligns with the Stoic practice of memento mori, or reflecting on mortality. This is not morbid but empowering, encouraging you to prioritize what truly matters and to approach each moment with intentionality. It transforms routine into significance, elevating your daily actions into expressions of gratitude and purpose. The words you speak to yourself also influence how you interact with others. Affirming, "I will approach others with empathy and understanding," prepares you to engage with patience and compassion. Stoicism teaches that all human beings are interconnected, and treating others with respect and kindness strengthens this bond. This practice fosters harmony, making your interactions more meaningful and your relationships more fulfilling. Consistency in your morning affirmations builds a sense of trust and self-reliance. When you speak to yourself with conviction each day, you reinforce the belief that you are capable of meeting your goals and overcoming obstacles. This consistency is a cornerstone of Stoic practice, demonstrating that growth is achieved through steady, deliberate effort rather than fleeting inspiration. It creates a stable foundation for navigating life's complexities. Morning affirmations also provide an opportunity for self-reflection. By declaring your intentions, you create a mirror that reflects your priorities and aspirations. This reflection allows you to identify areas where your actions might not align with your values, offering a chance to recalibrate. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness as a pathway to wisdom, and this practice brings that awareness into your daily routine. The simplicity of speaking 5 purposeful lines each morning belies its profound impact. These words act as touchstones throughout the day, grounding you in moments of doubt or distraction. They serve as reminders of who you are and who you strive to become, providing clarity and direction when life feels overwhelming. This practice aligns with the Stoic ideal of living with intention, ensuring that your actions reflect your principles. Speaking to yourself each morning is not about perfection, but about progress. It is a daily act of renewal, a way to start afresh, regardless of the successes or setbacks of the previous day. Stoicism teaches that each day is an opportunity to grow, and these affirmations embody that truth. They remind you that improvement is a journey, and each step, no matter how small, contributes to the path forward. The words you choose matter, but so does the sincerity with which you speak them. They are not mere repetitions, but meaningful declarations of intent. When you speak them with conviction, you infuse them with power, transforming them from thoughts into actions. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of aligning words with deeds, and this practice bridges the gap between intention and reality. By speaking 5 purposeful lines to yourself each morning, you create a ritual of empowerment and alignment. This practice, rooted in Stoic wisdom, transforms your mornings into a time of preparation and reflection, setting the stage for a day lived with clarity, resilience, and purpose. These words are not just a beginning, but a foundation, shaping your mindset and guiding your actions as you navigate the complexities of life. The power of starting your day with intentional affirmations reminds us of the importance of aligning thoughts and actions. Yet, even as we build clarity and purpose in our lives, there are boundaries that must remain firm. Some things hold such deep significance to your well-being and integrity that sacrificing them for others would mean losing touch with your very essence. Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into what must never be compromised, no matter the circumstances or relationships. These principles protect your core values and ensure you remain true to yourself while engaging with the world. Compromising on certain aspects of your life, even in the name of harmony or service, often leads to imbalance and regret. These sacrifices can erode your confidence, diminish your sense of worth, and create resentment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in alignment with your values, recognizing that not all requests or demands deserve your acquiescence. Staying rooted in what truly matters allows you to navigate relationships with strength and authenticity. Your integrity is the cornerstone of your character. Without it, decisions become muddled and the clarity of purpose is lost. Integrity is not just about being truthful to others, but also being honest with yourself. Sacrificing your integrity to please others or avoid conflict undermines your foundation, leading to inner turmoil. Stoicism teaches that integrity is non-negotiable as it aligns your actions with your principles. It is better to face temporary discomfort in standing firm than to endure the long-term unease of living out of alignment with your values. Another aspect that should remain untouched is your sense of self-worth. Relying on external validation or compromising your confidence to gain acceptance weakens your emotional resilience. Self-worth is built on the recognition of your inherent value, independent of others' opinions or approval. Stoicism reminds you that your worth is not defined by how others perceive you, but by how you live according to your values. Protecting your self-worth empowers you to make decisions from a place of strength rather than fear or insecurity. Time is one of the most finite and irreplaceable resources, yet it is often the first thing people sacrifice under the pressures of obligations or expectations. Allowing others to dominate your schedule or dictate your priorities can lead to a sense of lost purpose. Stoic philosophy stresses the importance of using time wisely, directing it toward meaningful pursuits rather than frivolous distractions. Guarding your time does not mean rejecting others, but ensuring that your commitments reflect your values and aspirations. Emotional independence is another area that should never be compromised. Sacrificing your emotional well-being to meet someone else's expectations or soothe their insecurities can drain your energy and distort your sense of balance. Stoicism advocates for mastering your emotions and maintaining inner stability, regardless of external pressures. This practice creates a sense of freedom, allowing you to engage with others from a place of strength rather than dependency. Your ability to grow and learn is also essential to protect. Sacrificing personal development to prioritize someone else's comfort or expectations stifles your potential. Growth is a continuous process, and it requires space, effort, and dedication. Stoicism encourages embracing challenges and seeking wisdom, reminding you that your journey of self-improvement benefits not only yourself, but also those around you. Preserving this aspect of your life ensures that you continue to evolve and contribute meaningfully to the world. The Stoic principle of focusing on what is within your control reinforces the importance of setting boundaries around these non-negotiables. Sacrificing things that are fundamental to your well-being often arises from attempts to control or please others, which is ultimately outside your sphere of influence. Recognizing this allows you to step back and prioritize what truly matters, even in the face of external pressures. Relationships, while vital to a fulfilling life, should not demand the sacrifice of these core elements. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect and understanding, not on one-sided compromises that erode your sense of self. Stoicism teaches that love and connection are best nurtured when both individuals remain true to themselves. Protecting your values within relationships ensures that they are built on a foundation of authenticity and mutual growth. The courage to say no is a critical skill in maintaining these boundaries. Sacrificing your priorities or principles out of fear of rejection or conflict often leads to regret and resentment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of acting with courage and conviction, even when it is uncomfortable. Saying no is not about selfishness, but about preserving the integrity of your life and ensuring that your actions align with your higher purpose. Living with purpose requires clarity about what you are unwilling to compromise. These boundaries are not rigid barriers, but guiding principles that keep you aligned with your values. Stoicism provides a framework for understanding these principles and applying them in daily life. By remaining steadfast in protecting these aspects of yourself, you create a life of authenticity, strength, and fulfillment. These are the things that define who you are, and they deserve to be guarded with care and wisdom. Protecting the core aspects of your life establishes a strong foundation for navigating the complexities of relationships and choices. But true resilience comes from within. Mental strength is not an inherited trait or a fleeting state. It is a cultivated skill, forged through deliberate practice and self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius, a guiding figure in Stoicism, offers profound insights into building this inner fortress, teaching how to remain steady amidst life's inevitable storms. Strength of mind is not about never faltering, but about consistently rising with wisdom and clarity. Mental strength begins with mastering your thoughts. The mind, left unchecked, often gravitates toward fear, doubt, or overanalysis, leading to unnecessary suffering. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the quality of our thoughts shapes the quality of our lives. To build mental strength, start by observing your internal dialogue. Notice patterns of negativity or self-doubt and replace them with rational, empowering thoughts. This process requires consistency and patience, but with practice, it transforms your mental landscape into one of resilience and purpose. Acceptance of what is beyond your control is a cornerstone of mental strength. Wasting energy on things you cannot change weakens your resolve and clouds your focus. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of differentiating between what you can influence and what you must simply endure. By releasing attachment to outcomes and embracing the present moment, you free your mind from unnecessary burdens, allowing you to approach challenges with clarity and composure. Building mental strength also involves cultivating emotional regulation. Reacting impulsively to anger, fear, or frustration drains your energy and diminishes your capacity for rational thought. Marcus Aurelius taught that emotions are not inherently bad, but should be guided by reason rather than ruling over you. When faced with strong emotions, pause and reflect before responding. This practice not only strengthens your emotional resilience, but also enhances your ability to make thoughtful decisions, even in high-pressure situations. Perspective plays a critical role in mental strength. Life's challenges often appear insurmountable when viewed up close, but stepping back to see the bigger picture can shift your understanding and restore balance. Marcus Aurelius frequently reflected on the vastness of the universe, finding solace in the realization that individual struggles are small within the grander scheme. This perspective does not minimize pain, but provides a sense of proportion, helping you navigate difficulties with greater equanimity. Discipline is another essential component of mental strength. Consistent effort, even when motivation wanes, builds the habits that sustain resilience. Marcus Aurelius encouraged daily practices of self-improvement, emphasizing that small, deliberate actions accumulate into significant progress over time. Discipline is not about rigid adherence to routines, but about honoring your commitments to yourself, even when faced with discomfort or distraction. This consistency fosters a sense of trust in your own abilities, reinforcing your mental fortitude. Adversity, rather than being a deterrent, is an opportunity to strengthen your mind. Marcus Aurelius saw obstacles as pathways for growth, teaching that challenges reveal your character and provide a chance to develop resilience. Embracing this mindset transforms setbacks into stepping stones, allowing you to find meaning and growth in even the most difficult circumstances. By facing adversity with courage and determination, you build the mental toughness to navigate life's uncertainties. Self-awareness is a foundational skill for mental strength. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers enables you to respond to life with intentionality rather than reactivity. Marcus Aurelius practiced regular self-examination, reflecting on his actions and thoughts to align them with his principles. This practice helps you identify areas for growth and ensures that your decisions are rooted in your values rather than fleeting emotions or external pressures. Forgiveness, both of yourself and others, is a powerful act of mental strength. Holding on to resentment or guilt creates emotional weight that limits your capacity to move forward. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of understanding and compassion, recognizing that human flaws are universal. Letting go of past wrongs does not excuse them, but frees you from their grip, allowing you to focus on growth and healing rather than lingering pain. Gratitude anchors you in the present and strengthens your resilience. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the simple blessings of life, finding joy in small moments and everyday experiences. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, reminding you of the resources and support that sustain you. This perspective builds mental strength by fostering contentment and reducing the tendency to dwell on what is lacking. Stoic mental strength also involves the ability to remain calm under pressure. Life's challenges often test your composure, but staying grounded enables you to respond effectively rather than react impulsively. Marcus Aurelius taught the value of maintaining inner tranquility, even in the face of external chaos. This calmness is not passive but active, requiring the deliberate choice to prioritize reason and clarity over panic or fear. Patience is an often overlooked aspect of mental strength. The ability to endure discomfort or delay gratification builds resilience and prepares you to handle life's uncertainties. Marcus Aurelius viewed patience as a form of wisdom, understanding that growth and resolution often take time. By practicing patience, you cultivate a steady mind that can navigate challenges without succumbing to frustration or haste. Purpose provides the foundation for mental strength. Knowing your why, the deeper reason behind your actions, motivates you to persevere through difficulties and stay committed to your path. Marcus Aurelius believed that living in accordance with nature and fulfilling one's role in the world brought meaning and fulfillment. Connecting with your purpose ensures that your efforts are aligned with your values, creating a sense of direction and resolve. Mental strength is not achieved overnight, but through consistent practice and reflection. The teachings of Marcus Aurelius provide a timeless guide for cultivating this resilience, offering practical tools and profound insights that empower you to navigate life with clarity, courage, and composure. By embracing these principles, you build a mind that is not only strong, but also wise, capable of facing life's complexities with grace and determination. Building mental strength through Stoic principles allows us to approach life with clarity and purpose. Yet relationships often test that strength, particularly in understanding the complex dynamics of love and care. Why do some relationships falter, even when care and attention are present? The answer lies not in the absence of affection, but in the subtle interplay of respect, self-assurance, and independence that forms the foundation of lasting bonds. Stoicism provides timeless wisdom for navigating these intricacies, revealing the principles that underpin authentic connection and mutual respect. At its core, care in a relationship is about more than providing attention. True care is rooted in respect for the other person's autonomy and individuality. When care becomes overbearing or overly dependent, it risks suffocating the connection rather than nurturing it. Stoicism teaches the importance of balance, emphasizing that relationships thrive when both individuals retain their sense of self. A man who sacrifices his identity or boundaries in an effort to care deeply for his partner often unknowingly undermines the very foundation of the relationship. Respect is essential in any meaningful connection. When a man prioritizes care without maintaining his own self-respect, it sends a subtle message that he values the relationship more than his own worth. This imbalance can create tension, as the partner may begin to perceive the care as stemming from insecurity rather than genuine strength. Stoicism reminds us that mutual respect forms the bedrock of healthy relationships. Respecting yourself and your partner equally fosters trust and admiration, which are crucial for sustaining a lasting bond. Independence is another key factor in understanding why relationships falter despite care. A man who loses his sense of individuality in an effort to please or care for his partner can inadvertently create dependency or resentment. Stoicism advocates for self-reliance, teaching that true strength comes from within and is not dependent on external validation. Maintaining your independence allows you to contribute to the relationship from a place of strength and authenticity rather than neediness or fear of loss. Emotional stability is a hallmark of a Stoic approach to relationships. When care becomes overly reactive or emotionally charged, it can create instability in the partnership. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of regulating emotions and responding to situations with calmness and clarity. A man who can approach his relationship with steadiness and composure inspires confidence and trust. This emotional balance allows both partners to navigate challenges together, strengthening the connection rather than eroding it. Boundaries are critical for maintaining a healthy dynamic in any relationship. Overstepping boundaries in the name of care can lead to feelings of being smothered or controlled. Stoicism teaches that respecting boundaries is an act of love, as it honors the other person's individuality and autonomy. Clear and respectful boundaries create a sense of safety and mutual understanding, allowing the relationship to flourish without unnecessary tension. Authenticity is essential for genuine connection. When care is given out of a sense of obligation or insecurity rather than true affection, it often feels hollow or forced. Stoicism encourages living authentically, acting in alignment with your values and intentions. A man who cares authentically, without seeking validation or approval, creates a space where his partner feels truly seen and valued. This authenticity fosters deeper trust and connection, ensuring that the relationship is built on a foundation of mutual understanding. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, and how care is expressed plays a significant role in its success. Over-communication or constantly seeking reassurance can inadvertently signal a lack of confidence, while under-communication can lead to misunderstandings and distance. Stoicism teaches the value of measured and meaningful communication. Expressing care with clarity and intention without overloading or withholding ensures that your partner understands your feelings without feeling overwhelmed or neglected. A key element in navigating relationship dynamics is understanding the difference between care and control. Genuine care supports and uplifts the other person, while control seeks to impose your will or expectations. Stoicism warns against the need to control external circumstances, including relationships. By focusing on what is within your control, your actions, words, and attitudes, you create a space for your partner to grow and thrive without feeling confined or restricted. Gratitude is another powerful practice in relationships. Showing appreciation for your partner and the connection you share reinforces the bond and reminds both individuals of the value they bring to each other's lives. Stoicism teaches that gratitude enhances perspective, shifting focus from what may be lacking to what is present and meaningful. Expressing gratitude through words and actions deepens the emotional connection, ensuring that care is not taken for granted. The concept of reciprocity is deeply ingrained in Stoic thought. A healthy relationship is a partnership where both individuals contribute and receive in a balanced way. When care becomes one-sided or disproportionate, it can create feelings of inequity or resentment. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of mutual effort, encouraging both partners to invest in the relationship with intention and generosity. This balance ensures that care is experienced as a shared responsibility rather than a burden. Trust is the foundation of lasting relationships. Care that is accompanied by distrust or insecurity can erode this foundation, creating tension and uncertainty. Stoicism teaches that trust begins with self-trust, the confidence that you are acting with integrity and alignment. A man who trusts himself inspires trust in others, creating a relationship dynamic that is rooted in mutual confidence and respect. Purpose is an often overlooked element of care in relationships. When care is given with a clear sense of purpose to support, uplift, and strengthen the bond, it resonates more deeply. Stoicism encourages acting with intention, ensuring that your efforts align with your values and the greater good of the relationship. Purpose-driven care transforms everyday actions into meaningful expressions of love and commitment. Relationships are complex, and care alone is not enough to sustain them. By integrating Stoic principles of respect, independence, emotional stability, boundaries, authenticity, and purpose, you create a foundation where care is not only given, but also received in a way that nurtures and strengthens the bond. This balanced approach ensures that your actions reflect your values, fostering a connection that endures with depth and meaning. Navigating the intricacies of relationships highlights the importance of balance, self-awareness, and inner stability. These qualities are not only vital for connection with others, but also for maintaining harmony within yourself. Life's demands and complexities often pull the mind in multiple directions, creating tension and unrest. Stoicism offers profound tools to center your thoughts, ease emotional turbulence, and cultivate a calm mental state. By applying simple yet powerful strategies, you can regain control over your inner world and approach life's challenges with clarity and composure. Calming the mind begins with creating space for stillness. The constant influx of stimuli from daily life, notifications, responsibilities, and endless tasks can overwhelm your mental capacity, leaving little room for reflection. Stoicism emphasizes the value of pausing to restore balance. This is not about avoiding obligations, but about intentionally carving moments of silence to reconnect with yourself. Even a few minutes of focused breathing or quiet contemplation can clear mental clutter and refocus your attention. A key aspect of mental calm is recognizing the distinction between what you can and cannot control. Much of the stress we experience comes from trying to influence outcomes beyond our reach. Stoicism teaches the importance of accepting external events while focusing your energy on your actions and responses. By redirecting your thoughts to what is within your power, you free your mind from unnecessary worry and regain a sense of empowerment. The practice of gratitude offers a profound shift in perspective. Dwelling on what is lacking often amplifies feelings of dissatisfaction and unease. Gratitude, however, brings attention to the abundance already present in your life. Reflecting on the simple gifts of existence, a kind word, a moment of peace, or the beauty of nature, grounds your thoughts in positivity. This practice aligns with the Stoic principle of finding contentment in the present, easing mental tension, and fostering a sense of fulfillment. Mindful breathing is a practical and effective tool for calming the mind. By bringing your focus to the rhythm of your breath, you anchor yourself in the present moment, quieting the noise of anxious thoughts. Stoicism encourages this practice as a way to cultivate presence and composure. Breathing deeply and intentionally activates the body's relaxation response, helping to lower stress and bring clarity to your thoughts. Engaging in purposeful reflection enhances mental calm by providing clarity and direction. Taking time to review your thoughts, actions, and intentions helps you identify areas of imbalance or unnecessary stress. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius practiced nightly reflection to evaluate their day and realign their focus. This habit not only calms the mind, but also reinforces your commitment to living in accordance with your values. Reframing challenges as opportunities for growth shifts your mindset from one of resistance to one of acceptance. Difficulties often provoke stress and agitation, but Stoicism teaches that obstacles are essential for development. Viewing setbacks as lessons reduces their emotional weight, allowing you to approach them with curiosity rather than frustration. This reframing fosters resilience and cultivates a calm, adaptive mindset. Physical movement plays a significant role in calming the mind. Activities like walking, stretching, or practicing gentle exercises release physical tension and enhance mental clarity. Stoicism recognizes the interconnectedness of body and mind, advocating for practices that nurture both. Moving with intention allows you to release pent-up energy, creating a sense of relaxation and renewal that supports mental peace. Detachment from external validation strengthens inner calm. When your sense of worth relies on others' opinions or approval, your mind becomes a battleground of self-doubt and comparison. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reliance, encouraging you to derive confidence from your actions and principles rather than external feedback. This shift reduces mental turbulence and fosters a stable, centered state of being. Setting boundaries for your mental energy is crucial for maintaining calm. Overcommitting or allowing distractions to dominate your focus depletes your capacity for stillness. Stoicism teaches the value of saying no to demands that do not align with your priorities. Protecting your time and attention allows you to invest in what truly matters, creating a sense of order that supports mental tranquility. The power of perspective cannot be overstated when seeking to calm the mind. Reflecting on the vastness of existence and your place within it often diminishes the weight of immediate concerns. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself of the impermanence of life and the transient nature of struggles. This perspective does not dismiss your challenges, but places them within a broader context, reducing their intensity and fostering a sense of peace. Nurturing your environment can also contribute to mental calm. Surrounding yourself with simplicity, order, and beauty reduces sensory overload and promotes a sense of harmony. Stoics valued the practice of living simply, finding joy in essentials rather than excess. Decluttering your physical space and curating an environment that reflects your values creates a sanctuary for your mind to rest and rejuvenate. Embracing the present moment as it is fosters a deep sense of calm. Worry often stems from dwelling on the past or fearing the future, but Stoicism encourages grounding yourself in the now. By fully engaging with your current experience, you dissolve the mental barriers that separate you from peace. This practice transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for connection and contentment, reinforcing the calm you seek. Calming the mind is not about eliminating challenges, but about cultivating the strength to face them with clarity and poise. Through these strategies, rooted in Stoic wisdom, you create a mental environment that is both resilient and serene. Each practice builds upon the others, forming a holistic approach to inner peace that empowers you to navigate life with grace and confidence. The journey through these 15 psychological insights has revealed just how much our minds, emotions, and actions shape the quality of our lives. From understanding how others perceive us, to mastering the art of forgiveness, to building unshakable mental strength, Stoicism teaches us how to live with intention, resilience, and clarity. These timeless principles remind us that true growth begins from within and extends outward, touching every aspect of our relationships, decisions, and mindset. As you reflect on these lessons, remember that the power to transform lies in your daily choices. Every step towards self-awareness, every moment of mindful reflection, and every effort to align with your values strengthens your connection to your true self and to the world around you. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a practical guide to living a fulfilling and meaningful life. Now, it's your turn to join the conversation. What insight from these secrets resonated most with you? How will you apply these lessons to your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective and continue the discussion. And if you found value in these insights, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's keep exploring Stoicism together, uncovering more ways to live with wisdom and purpose. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay calm, stay strong, and keep growing.